I think is wacky about the Pokemon card game.
It is my grandfather who taught me the secret of the 52 card pickup.
Not all of the types are in the Pokemon card game.
My brother used to do it all the time.
Which
He's
is
like,
wacky.
hey, you're playing now, and we'll just chuck it.
Weird. Okay, anyway, hello everybody. Hi, we're live.
Hello.
Anyway, hello everybody. I'm Ben Anderson, and welcome to Ladies Night Out.
Hi, Ben.
I'm gonna say. So where did we last leave off? We fought
The vampire spawn.
the vampire spawn in the
Vampire
maze
Hoarder.
of mirrors / hoarded everything area.
Yeah. We talked with the King of Ghosts.
Talked with the King of Ghosts.
He mentioned we went into his burial
crypt.
thing. We killed 2 hands.
We don't know it was his burial thing.
We
No,
went
we
to
did.
a
Zach
burial
also
thing.
get reduced to 0.
Zach got reduced to 0 hit points, and all of you were frightened.
Yes.
Sarah got some stomach cramps. More nearly
Someone
died.
needed
Sarah
to
did not.
provoke the
Sarah did not get stomach cramps.
Sarah doesn't know what's going on with her own self.
Met up with the God Squad at the crypt. Did some shenanigans.
Nothing is going on with Sarah.
I don't
what
think
did we
any of
say?
us have been healed
They
yet.
talked about
or-
how he
You guys are
came
still at the
back.
crypt, right?
I think we started to head
No,
back.
we started
so
leaving.
we already.
You're still at the crypt.
Yes,
we are
still
Because-
at the crypt.
Looking at the writing that was neither it seemed to be like an old form of Elvish.
Makes it common in Elvish, you said.
Yes.
Smelvish.
Oh.
But
I've
very,
never
very
heard of it.
old.
Wow.
So cool.
So I thought I'd give that to you guys at the
Did you dip it in
beginning.
tea?
If only I had eyes of the Runekeeper, I could read this instantly.
Me and my friend used to make like old maps and stuff, so we'd print them out, rip them up, and then like soak them in tea, and then dry it out on a line, and
Sipping tea works really great like
yeah,
that.
makes everything.
And I'll just note, like the letters, this is a real thing for you guys to solve.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. Should we? Okay. Somebody get me an extra piece of paper,
Is
please.
this Greek?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh crap! My books are in the
No,
other
it's
room.
not. It's Elvish script.
Is it Elvish script?
Yeah.
Those look like... Oh yeah, it is Elvish script. Alright,
Elvish
Jacob.
script looks like Greek letters.
Because some of those look very much like deltas.
That's true.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Okay, now does this Elvish script actually correspond to the actual Elvish script in the book?
You'll have to find
It's probably
out.
Elvish script, but it's probably written in like Old
It's
English.
backwards.
It's like written in Old English or something.
Oh, I was trying to
Because Ben
track.
gets to be nerds and know what Old English looks like.
I have considered writing something in Middle English.
I could actually
Which is
probably read
essentially, yeah, it's
It's French and English.
French and English, but basically it's English, phonetically.
Mm-hmm.
There's no spelling conventions,
You have to say it out loud to understand what it is.
and sometimes a W is a vowel because well.
Where
yeah.
is things?
That's an excellent question.
Things. Where is letters? Give me letters.
A.
Show me your secret. There they are. Shush, Cambria.
I'm giving you letters.
I don't want your letters. The letters are not worthy.
Yeah, so sometimes they have like
Letter
W
supremacist.
is
Yeah,
like
apparently.
literally 2 U's for an OO sound. Oh,
Is it
actually,
like
I will
Mad
show you
That's
what
a-
it's like. I will show you what it is like.
Ben's pulling out the old
Have you ever
Chaucer.
heard of the game Mad Gab?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's that.
Where's my note here, Chaucer?
I've never read Canterbury Tales.
Well, you're about to if I can find it.
He says confidently.
Ben's misplaced his Chaucer.
I have this place by Chaucer.
Okay, this
Yeah,
is
where's
Yamay,
Chaucer?
so that's Amy
You
backwards.
monster. It's red. So it's
Where has my Chaucer gone?
Here it comes.
Oh, where could it
Why
be?
were you looking at novels?
I was looking at the No Fear.
You should have been looking at epic poetry.
I was looking by publisher.
Come on, Ben.
I
You
organized
have
my
separated
library
by
by
Oh gosh.
That is the word
subject
summoner.
matter.
This is the Andersons.
See? Summoner.
Okay, yeah.
I have a lot of time.
Let me see it.
I want to see if I can read it.
Read out loud. Go for it.
Ooh, go, Kimber, yes!
Okay, I wait. I'm bad at
Oh, I hope
spelling
this is
as
one
it
of the racy stories.
Some of them are kind of.
Kind of. Oh,
The
man.
summoner
This
was
book is my sex
there
ed.
with us in the place that had a fire reed. It's not a word.
It is in Middle English.
Fire reed?
Furried.
Fury?
Fury.
Fur.
Furried.
He's a furry.
Fire
Like
red.
your character.
Fire red cherubim space. That
Yeah,
had
for-
I would like to cast Fire Red
swollen
Cherubim
he
Space.
was with
Furry
even-
Cherubus face?
I don't know.
If that's not an anime
This might be
final
Welsh,
move, I don't know
actually.
what is. Fire Red Cherubim Space?
My working theory right now is that this is Welsh.
A hoot he was.
A hoot he was.
hoot he
was.
A hoot he was.
A hoot.
Okay, a few terms had he, 2 or 3, that he had learned out of some decree. No wonder is he heard it all the day, and he knowing, well, how that'll lay.
I
Classic.
swear that last part was English.
Classic.
We're just gonna round table read this. Come on, let's
Yeah,
go.
this is awesome. We're gonna get through one paragraph.
Oh yeah, double D's,
Oh, so
this
sweet.
definitely looks like Welsh.
I wasn't scared you guys would solve it.
No, you gotta read
He
it
was
out
a
loud.
gentle harlot and a kind. A better fellow should men not find. He would suffer for a quart of wine. A good fellow to have his concubine.
This is one of the reasons.
Alright, Corbin, your turn.
Wow.
Oh, I read this like not too long after the Decameron, where it's like, okay, and day 3, what's the title? Smut.
He
No.
a gentle pardoner of Rouncival, his friend and compeer. That straight was common fro the court of Rome. For loud he sang, "Come hinder, love, to me." This summoner bar to him a stiff bourbon. Was never trope of half so great a song.
Where did
Wow.
you leave off?
I could swear that Middle English was weirder.
Somewhere over there.
I seriously remember like reading some Middle English and it being harder to read.
Some of it's weirder.
This partner had hair as yellow as wax, but smooth it hung, as doth it strike of flax, I guess, by ounces hang his locks that he had, and therewith he his shoulders overspread, but thine it lay by colpons on and on. I do not know what that means.
If you just say it confidently enough, people
I wanna
assume you
keep
know what you're
reading.
doing.
Well,
It's
here,
kind of like
you take that.
reading the genealogies in the
fun.
Bible. If you just say something, they're gonna be like, oh,
Here's
yeah,
Old
that
English,
thing.
or wait, hang on, Middle English.
That-
Is it
Oh,
bad that I'm
Middle.
actually starting to remember some of these letters?
You see, you just have to read it quickly, and then suddenly it makes sense to you. I was trying to read it
Yeah, there's
slow.
a lot of doubled up letters. That's definitely Welsh.
Yeah, no. I saw like Gorwed and I was like, oh yeah, that's Welsh.
That's Welsh.
What way Gardana in Gerdegum? Hang on. That's not a letter. Fred Sinyaga Frin Grenfrinin. Who's that? That's also not a letter. That's also not a letter. Alpidungas.
It was a letter.
Fremedon. Off Shield Sheffin of Fretum. Monica Ma. That's not a letter. Mavun. Modo Setla Offie.
Which ones aren't
What
Exor
are you
Yor
reading?
Sivan. Ers
I think it's
Vard.
trying to
This is your
curse
Die
us all.
Schrift. Fundin. Hier fast früh. Gebad. Wash wonder. That's English. It's under.
Which ones aren't letters? Oh, those are. Well, that's a thorn,
Yes.
and that's something else.
And thorn is part of a bush. And bush is not a letter.
What is?
Bambi.
No, Bush did 9/11. Bush did not do the alphabet.
Do you know what these little guys are?
It's like a Celtic D,
Oh.
but like
What? Let me see.
Those guys.
It's like the TH and duh.
Okay.
hi, welcome to this episode where we read old literature in the original languages, but we don't speak those languages.
I'm okay with
It's
that.
its only surviving usage is typically in Icelandic. I spent a lot of time on Wikipedia looking at languages. It's
Alright, well, we will be solving this as we go. So, we could probably continue
1 minute.
while
We're getting close.
You're maybe halfway.
We're not getting close at all. Do
well,
you know Welsh?
Well, we're getting close to having at least a transliterated.
Okay, I like to note though, the stuff that I just garbled is pretty rad in the actual. Hang on. Hang on. Let me just get
Incomprehensibly huge muscles like baby heads.
Wait,
This
hang on.
person's
That's
good
two.
at
Woman's getting music queued up.
Yeah, here we go.
welding.
That's a lie. 'Cause I remember that now.
Ready? So, the Spear Danes in days gone by, and the kings who ruled them had courage and greatness. We have heard of those princes' heroic campaigns. There was Shield Chieftain, scourge of many tribes, a wrecker of mead benches, rampaging among foes. This terror of the Hall troops had come far. A foundling to start with, he would flourish later on as his powers waxed and his worth was proved. In the end, each clan on the outlying coasts beyond the Well Road had to yield to him and begin to pay tribute. That was one good king.
Is this the story of Smina?
Yes. Afterwards, a boy child was born to Shield.
Boy child.
A cub in the yard, a comfort sent by God to that nation. He knew what they had told. That's not even English here. And long times and troubles they had come through without a leader. So the Lord of Life, the glorious Almighty, made this man renowned. Shield had fathered a famous son. Bow's name was known through the north, and a young prince must be prudent like that, giving freely while his father lives, so that afterwards, in the age when fighting starts, steadfast companions will stand by him and hold the line. Yeah, that's Beowulf's dad.
That question
It's
is
so epic
just.
sounding.
Is this just the period?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so that font doesn't have commas.
Does not have. Then what's this?
So I had to manually set in every comma in a calligraphy style.
That
Oh my
sucks.
gosh.
Not like I had to handwrite it in. Like I just went to the calligraphy
Yeah.
style. And Tater, get out of here.
That is, I believe, in R. Yes, it is.
You found a font for D&D Elvish?
Yeah,
is this
D&D
just-
Elvish, Dwarvish, Draconic,
Nice.
Abyssal.
Nice.
There's an Abyssal script?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just not in the PHP. There's Angelic script, but I think that one I couldn't get for some reason.
There's Angelic script in PHP?
Not in PHP.
Oh.
So is
I
this
think
the
you're looking
third
at
that
the
Rhea
wrong
wrote
thing.
down, or is this like the entire thing?
I gave up this entire thing.
Okay.
I mean, we can say it's just a third and there's more, but we don't care about it.
Put
And
down thy largeness.
Tater, out!
Remove thy largeness from
That
its
is
place.
B. That is Y. That is D. That is D. Like I said,
D
I'm
and D.
seriously starting to recognize some of these symbols. That is a W. Let me double check. Yes, it is.
Also, me and my friend, she lived right across the street, and so we made up like languages or written
Here,
alphabets
I'll
and
get this
stuff.
to help you out.
And we would I would walk over to her house, put a letter in her mailbox, and she would walk over to my house, put a letter in my mailbox, and we would like send letters that we had to
We made up so
transcribe.
many different codes.
So many
Like,
different
you had
things.
the color code for a while there,
But then she didn't have the same colors as I did, so it didn't work.
and then they did rearrange letters.
Yeah.
And then they also did. They had made up their own symbols this one time.
For
Thank
some
you, Ben.
reason, YouTube decided that every version of the Jeopardy theme song has to be incredibly quiet. I have it set up to 77 there to make it audible. I usually put and play at 14.
Would you like some help?
Nah, I'm
It's
good.
meant to be background
Just
music.
get some very soft Jeopardy in the background.
You know what?
Like
Here,
the
I
entire
have
time.
something. I have something better.
That should be actually capital.
18 theme song.
Your power astounds you. Should we get the God
Can you
squad
guys
in here?
not break the stuff that I very carefully made?
Should we get the God squad in here?
It's pretty sure it's just gonna be on.
Well, they're there with us, so we didn't get the sexy version of me. For shame.
Wow, I am so sad.
Yes,
It's right
switch
there.
me out for the sexy version.
Okay, this is going a bit faster now.
Here, I'll give you some Miles Davis.
Yes, the old Miles Davis.
We need
Line
to solve
4.
it before we can leave.
Oh god. please save me.
Jacob.
Hurry up. Okay, it's
Ben's casting Miles Davis as a bonus action.
this is an E.
That should be a version of counterspell as Miles Davis. And you just break concentration.
Oh god.
What's this one again? That
There's
is
a spell that
a-
breaks that forces everyone to make a concentration save.
Did you see the animated spellbook for it?
Huh?
You have to roll a d20. On a natural 1, you take a 1 point of exhaustion, and you end up with 1 random small piece of furniture.
What?
I'm sorry?
The materials are
What spell?
a
is this?
hammer. It's a homebrew spell. It's a hammer, some nails, and some pieces of wood. It is doesn't take concentration, but it is a ritual. Material components are consumed if you roll that natural 1 on your con save, and it forces everyone like 1,000 feet of you to lose concentration. But if you fail your con save, take a point of exhaustion, you'll be able to piece rent furniture. You just talk about how to homebrew spells.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are we ignoring more existence
Are you almost
for
done?
Vic?
I am like about halfway through.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
He won't let me out.
You can anyway.
Stop it.
See, this is why I should like just print out 2 and then half the table does half of the thing.
This is. Don't worry, this is progressing.
Ben's crab walking across the room.
And those are
The last word got burned off,
2 Ds.
so.
Sweet. Beautiful as
Let's do it.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far did you get, Jacob?
We're trying to weather it and it didn't go well. So.
I did the first 4 lines. How about you do?
Hi.
Apparently they're doing that, so
Okay. I
Hey,
did
how's it going?
1, 2,
Still good. How are you?
3.
I'm doing great
4.
actually.
Yeah?
It doesn't
How
take
about-
too
Goodness, I was afraid I'd have to count
Ooh,
that.
what's going
Yeah.
on?
I learned how to punch a hole properly.
You're missing
We're
part
gonna
of it.
start right here.
And I
You're missing
made
part of
a
it. You're missing a
metal
word.
Yeah.
handle,
Yeah, we are.
like a
Okay.
like a gate
Jeez, I
handle,
spent-
but
I'm gonna
it's
start
for
here.
my wire brush. So I'm
Okay.
just holding the block
Yeah.
of wood and maybe
What?
Start here?
fingers.
Oh wait. I'll
Start
give you a little
metal.
bit to do, so I'm gonna start here.
Gotcha.
I also
Start-
started making a dragon-headed knife,
Okay.
although I grew something up and
If you would like to
started
help
looking like an alligator, and I started looking like a horse, and now it looks like a derpy dinosaur. But I
I'd
learned.
like to cast Droopy Dinosaur.
But I learned. Yeah, somebody did do that.
That's
That
cool.
was Anson.
Yeah.
I got.
Aren't those just wandering around here
Not smells
also?
bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
When's it ever gonna come into play?
Random encounter if you roll it.
Do you know what a baby Bella is? They're like the tiny cheeses.
Yes.
But on the outside of the cheese, they have wax. And
Yes.
so my mom would go and get like the Costco bag, and my brothers would eat all the cheese, and I just would collect the wax. And now I have a little zoo in my fridge.
All right.
I just like, here's an alligator, and here's a giraffe, and it's
Speaking
like,
of wax, I got more sealing wax, and I do not understand sealing wax packs. I have red, okay, blue, okay. What's another like common color you think you'd want for sealing
Silver?
wax? So, silver, all right, yeah. Gold, cool. There is a silver and gold pack, but that's its own thing.
okay.
Do
All right. What's
We get
another
black?
common?
yes. Do
What?
from
Did you
there.
get black?
Okay,
there.
black.
I have seen
not
a
in there as
video
well.
of somebody like, oh my, of
Pink.
yeah.
It's pink.
Yeah.
It's
I was gonna
red,
say.
blue, and pink. I have
Well, if you're sending a love letter,
leftover from my mom had wax sealing stuff. I have some leftover blue, and almost an entire stick of pink. Because
yeah.
no one uses pink.
No.
You always use red because like that's just
That's the
classy.
movies, yeah.
Yeah, it's the movie one.
Phantom of the Opera, come on.
Yeah.
I have like one request when I die is to put a rose with a black string tied to it on my grave. Because that's what they did in Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, and I'm apparently bound by that now.
Yes. It's like, if you love me, you will put a singular rose. Ah! Phantom of the Opera is where I learned how to sing.
Is it?
Yes, that's
You
why
were
I'm
in
a
choir.
really high soprano. Because I can hit all of the notes she can. And it scared Mikaela the first time I did it because I was in the car and I like hit the crazy high note. And she's driving, she's like, I almost went off the road.
Good
Nice.
Can you believe that these two men? are
Oh,
related?
there's a YouTube mix.
No.
There's a YouTube mix
Why
of it we're
doesn't the
playing?
rest of your kids have wings? I mean, one of them has a half a wing.
That's mage armor. Yeah. He's supposed to have wings. He just doesn't.
Oh, no, shut up. 'Cause I'm not...
We're gonna get copyright striked.
No, this isn't... You fool! You told me that this was a jazz duet.
They called
not...
me a fool. Do I look like a fool to you?
Stop
Depends.
Oh,
Do you
you
want me to
monster.
answer?
Oh, you monster. You made me think this was improvisational jazz. No, this is actually you trying to teach me about improvisational jazz.
Play the
Oh, well, this
coconut
one's a
song.
repeat, partially.
Just,
The coconut nut.
Nice.
just go back to the Miles Davis.
Ooh.
Did you watch
No,
the
here's a drum
coconut
solo.
song?
That's 14 minutes long, apparently.
Yeah,
The what?
I've seen it
14-minute long drum
before,
solo.
It's awesome.
D,
Zach's jam.
D, E, that is double F.
Put up the volume.
That is an R. That is.
It's like the intro
We're
to
almost
an
done.
arena fight where two guys are standing there circling
We're almost
each other.
I have one sentence left.
Like
But does it make sense?
It almost makes
in
sense.
Twilight Princess when you have to sumo wrestle the
Yeah.
mayor.
Okay, I have to say, it's gotta be one of the more awkward things.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Yes, young man interested in my daughter, come to my basement. Let's take our shirts off. Slap me.
No,
your
don't tell
parents
the
aren't home
council.
today,
It's
are
fine.
I have to say though, Link in that game, kid had it made. He had a cushy job. He was going to take over a mayor of a small town. He's got a chick who loves him and is going to like do his chores for him basically, and does it already.
Yeah.
Everyone in town loves him, but maybe a little too much. And yeah, he just kind of just has some life, and then oh crap, everything goes wrong. And then Russell kills me 50 times because I couldn't figure out how to sneak around him properly.
Yep. Okay.
So what happened to his parents in that game? Because
Also-
everyone else adopted him.
Ilya's kind of a jerk.
Only to animal abusers. We deserved it.
Did we though?
Just think of all our past timelines. We deserved it.
Okay. Alright, last word.
Music picked up for that.
I know.
This is Charlie Antonelli, Caravan, the big drum solo. For music credit purposes.
Corbin, how close are you to finishing your stuff?
She doesn't have the last word.
Nope.
Alright.
Not very.
It's been
I
burned
gave
up.
her like 3 lines.
Okay.
Oh, and this is a repeat of that word. Okay, I'm done. Fine. I'll just continue translating the ones before done.
So, you in school right now, or yeah? Okay. Cool.
Nope. My headache has decided it wants to kill me this week and
Oh.
last week.
Is this
That's a weird
bad
drum.
for that?
Nah.
Okay.
That's a really weird sounding drum.
Yeah, I
Is that an
know.
apostrophe then?
This is bad for it. But
It might be an accent.
just gonna
Okay.
sit back here and
Might be an apostrophe. I'm not
review.
sure. Actually, no.
That's the weirdest drum I've ever heard.
There was a letter that had an accent, and I
Yeah, done with
replaced
that
it with the default
sentence
letter
for-
because there wasn't a.
Do you want me to start on the last sentence?
I already
Well,
did that.
actually,
No, I've
so-
done everything else except what I
you've
said.
done the last 4?
Out
Yeah,
of
like I said, I'm moving
out of
pretty
10.
quickly.
my headache has been about a 4 or 5 the past like couple months, and that's
Okay.
been pretty good. This past 2 weeks, it's like 7 or an 8.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, whatever.
There's nothing to treat a headache like some good saxophone.
I didn't hear
Well,
the second part of that, and I was
so-
very concerned.
Last year, I made a brain cake, and I made my youth pastor eat it. It was great.
It was fantastic. We freaked out a bunch of old people who were at
Oh
Bible
yeah.
study.
And so we took just a brain to my Bible study, and I'm like, we're celebrating pain.
It had like corn syrup, blood, and everything.
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
I
it's
need to
like-
make you all go through the Kojima name generator.
Oh,
God.
yeah, I remember.
Also-
gosh.
I don't know how I got the original one downloaded the first time around, because now I can't.
You finished with all those?
Just that sentence.
Just that thing I sent you?
Yeah,
Alright.
because I wasn't sure if you started these or not, and you said you had. So we'd like you to
Um,
do that.
because
I think one of these is wrong.
my
Otherwise,
name ended up for every single variation of my name
Food.
for the name generator
Yeah.
And then going from a condition. The condition was, how do you feel at the moment? I just wrapped a show. My feet were killing me, so I wrote Pain. So even my normal name is Benjamin Wayland Anderson Payne. But Hannah got Old Man. So every intro starts with old, and every suffix ending goes man. So she's Old Hannah Anderson Man.
I think yours might be a little different.
No, it's the same one.
Okay, then
I
we.
got that wrong. Who knows?
Okay. Well, I'm almost done with what I had before, so I'm just gonna continue off that.
Look, we're starting right on time.
Don't worry. Well, hey, if we didn't start on time, we wouldn't be here yet, and we'd just be starting this.
My dad is here from Idaho for this like weekend here.
Where was that?
Nice.
That can help us all.
Hey, he keeps the boys busy, so that's nice. They miss their dad. They're 6 and 8, and they needed somebody to go bounce on the trampoline with them.
I've been gone for most of the time.
That's honestly all they needed.
Why are you coming back, you stupid dog?
My brother Cameron came down last weekend,
I love him.
and has just started his new job in Sacramento. Yeah, Sacramento.
Okay. Almost there.
He is a, I was going to say tool fixer, but I don't think that's the correct term. He's working for a specific company, and he drives around to all of the work
He
sites
does
that
maintenance work on
use
construction equipment.
the construction equipment, and he does maintenance on the pieces.
Okay.
And then after, I guess the plan is after about a year or so of him actually fixing it, he will go into sales and start selling the equipment.
Okay.
Because he'll know all the things. He also brought his girlfriend, which was very awkward.
Oh.
Around the final line.
He told Mom that she felt like she fit right in.
Oh! Okay!
Well, don't you feel silly?
I mean, she's very nice. It was just, he didn't tell anybody she was coming.
I just like to note on my end, I'm just seeing a man a bit older than my dad, probably, going ham.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing?
He's watching a man go ham. Did you hear?
Is he throwing him?
No. Oh, gee. He's losing it on the drum. Yeah,
I mean, he's been going for about 7 minutes now, so.
Look at the intensity
Look at
on
him
his
try to
face.
breathe.
Poor guy.
I like that he hits both the top of the symbol and
This
the
is-
bottom of the symbol.
I'm not going to lie. This is the most fun I've had all week right here.
Me and Corbin have been talking
It's like
all
a
week.
maze.
We're like, guess what today is? We're
like
like,
a
not
maze.
Friday.
All right,
Now I
done.
have pressure.
Done.
Oh.
Yeah, just
finished.
annoys Caden half to death.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
she gets so
Now
mad.
it's just Welsh.
Ma Gorwed Marwolef
What?
Bremen Ir Ispridian Bidwef in Rian Me. I'm gonna put it in Google Translate.
You're not gonna
That
read out the
warm
word.
up? That warm up?
No,
Warm
no.
up
Passage
earlier?
is. You know what? She hasn't done much.
You're not
Passage to
you're not
Cambria.
gonna
Have her
continue,
read it.
continue to read
Sure.
the Welsh incantation.
I can't read his handwriting.
Oh no. I'm only writing cursive.
He
Yeah.
only writes in cursive and it's words I don't understand.
Okay, let's see.
Cursive Welsh.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
right.
this is not Russian
Welsh.
cursive. That's just lines.
Google
Yeah.
Translate
Before we get
Welsh.
You did give it all got.
All right. Pillaging. Okay. Welsh.
And they will come in.
Nah.
Yeah.
Should just come from you, Ben.
I know, but they need to make me something.
Okay, Google Translate isn't 100% reliable all the time, but
in general.
He most likely checked it.
they're actually pretty bad. I found with Celtic languages just because it's verb, subject, object as opposed to subject.
I'd like to
verb,
note,
object.
I went into Google Translate to do this because I do not speak Welsh.
Yes.
And with everything I Google Translate for you guys, I shift back and forth to make sure it'll translate back properly. And this one was a pain to translate back because
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, verb, subject, object.
So it doesn't sound as cool as I wanted it to, but it gets the point across.
That's, yeah. Even if we don't get like one or two of the words, it's just to get the point
So
across.
verb subject object. That's throw Ben the ball.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So everything sounds like a question.
Okay.
Like so, and you also have to remember, to be is a verb. So am would be first.
Am to be.
So like,
Okay, so
I am a man will be phrased as am I man, because there's also no articles.
Oh yeah. That's actually in Welsh. I wrote something down, and I'm like, is this language gender neutral as well? Because I kept writing like he for something else, and it kept coming back it, and I'm like, okay, either they're picking up on some context that
I didn't
they
know was there.
shouldn't
Yeah.
be, and if they can, wow, it's impressive and terrifying. Who will you know too much and must die? Or this language just doesn't have masculine and feminine. It's like, oh no, it does. It just sometimes, but when it does, it will yeah.
No, Google knows too much. You must die.
Yeah, no, that I've discovered like
I have to say
I've
that
tried
EA
to
thinks
learn,
I'm a
like,
man
bits and
when he keeps
pieces of them.
Suggesting like men's clothing to me because I look up for him.
the
nerdy
the
stuff.
insular
I'm like, oh,
Celtic
obviously,
languages
dude.
are really weird. So Ben, which one has an accent over it? The ooch or the ach? Do you remember?
With the ooch.
Both of them? So it's an accent over to you.
There is only one letter that has an accent over it.
And the other one's an apostrophe?
Okay. There is literally only one letter that has an accent over it, and if you found it, you are wrong.
I see two with accents.
Well, that's Elvish accents and not
Okay.
actual English
Here's one that's
accents.
not wadded up.
Like these two.
Those wouldn't be accents. So
Those
that if
are
you see them, they're not
apostrophes.
accents. They're apostrophes.
Unless they're over the
Okay.
letter directly.
They are apostrophes, but I don't put that in here, right?
You actually don't need to bother with that at all. If you just type it normally.
Okay. Ach. Okay.
Thank you,
That's
Google.
done.
Oh, that's the same, almost.
Did you know that Welsh is the only insular Celtic language that is not considered endangered?
Interesting.
I just learned sign for
I honestly
coronavirus
didn't
today.
know that languages could be endangered.
What's that?
Because if you put it under a microscope, that's what the cell looks like. It has, it's a cell and it has hairs on the sides, so they made a sign. that
There's
looks like
some weird
Just like you,
signs.
Ben. You're selling you have hairs.
I need to. I can't read that one. That one is.
I can't read his own handwriting.
Hold on. The way I set it up.
There's whole new levels.
Hang on. Let me just.
We'll just read us what's doing is Ben. We're halfway there.
Hold up. No.
No, he spent so much work on it.
We're almost done.
Yo, play this with the jazz guy.
Can you play it 6 times?
Oh, shoot, what was the jazz guy's name?
Miles Davis.
Miles Davis. Play the drum solo and the Miles Davis at the same time.
I will do that.
We all
No,
just play
come
this.
on. I'm almost done. Give me a rest.
Rest when you are finished. Hang on, I'm trying to find my section.
Yep, that sounds about right.
It's not the worst.
Alright.
You got it?
I have 1.5 lines left.
Go ahead. I'm yours.
I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do.
I feel bad for anyone watching this in the future.
No one's gonna watch this.
Good point.
Okay, we are done. Here, okay, everybody.
Pause! There you go.
Okay. So,
So there's this moss.
I'm
thing.
gonna say that. Okay. I guess Spina translates it and starts speaking to everybody.
We're gonna say you collectively translate
Okay,
things
cool.
between your yeah.
Okay. Here lies death, the king of spirits. Be bound up, beware of wrath, betrayer. May the high name and deeds be forgotten forever. May you never rest. May you ever wake up, be bound here forever.
Amen.
That wasn't
Pass
what
the
I wrote, but okay.
Pass the
That wasn't
out
what you
replay.
wrote?
Oh,
No.
What did you write?
Lose, Jacob.
No,
You lose.
Good taste.
The meaning came across, but it was a little bit different.
keep these. If that's okay.
Sure, I'll print another.
Your Welsh fish.
Yes.
However, importantly though, you recognize in some of the grammar how it's written is death appears to be a title and like a name.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, one person didn't come out was his name, his actual name.
Oh gosh.
You don't
Looks like
know
I'm
his
gonna
true
use
name.
command again. Monologue 2.0, go.
So you're telling me death should be capitalized?
Yes, but death in Welsh would be like his title.
Marvelous.
King of...
King of Ghosty Boys.
Yeah. And I was thinking Spirit Ghost was better.
King of Ghosts.
Well, it seems that we are dealing with something absolutely thrilling.
Yes.
Would
Which
appear
someone
that
tried
way.
to command. And
You tried
scared
to
us
vicious
all.
mock?
That was me
Yes, you also
viciously mocking.
But you also tried to command it.
Yeah, but that didn't put more on
Why
top of
can't you
zero.
all just respect the things that float? Come on.
Nick, you just like, whoop.
Instant respect.
People who talk in your head and people who float.
Well,
there's only so many people who need respect.
there's something strange going on here.
Everybody else
He
is
called
short.
this island folklore. This island was only apparently named that 30 years ago. His name, for whatever reason, is not included in his epitaph. Something's very strange about that.
Can we salt and burn it?
Probably
Empty.
stone.
Ben, did you write his
Can we
name in
open
there
it?
and it just didn't
I
translate
did,
through?
and
It just didn't translate.
it just
through.
something didn't come out. So I'm curious what happened there, because his name's Icelandic and wouldn't be affected by Welsh. Because I checked it.
So, or does that mean, are you going to tell us what his name is? Or?
Oh,
Oh, is
Can I
it?
see it?
It's either Wrath or Betrayer that got messed up, isn't it?
Hold up. Let me try something.
curious.
Switch it back and back again.
Nope, I'm going to...
Try
Am
turning
I
it
right?
off and on again.
You are right. It would be Wrath,
Okay.
which fits the character, but not the cultural background. Because there's an Icelandic Draugr who I stole the name from, who tussled with an ancient Icelandic hero, and
As you do.
yeah.
So apparently this Draugur's name means Wrath in Welsh?
Apparently,
I thought you said you checked this, Ben.
I did.
So much for the realism, gosh.
I missed you guys.
It's
Ben, I've already got mosquito bites on me. Stop spawning them.
Hang on, let me check the other door.
Stop insulting their master.
Fine out loud.
What?
Oh, there it is. Never mind. Gosh dang you and that coconut song. I was perfectly fine before you played that.
I love the coconut song. Sometimes you just wake up singing. Then again, I also got the vine stuck in your head.
Okay.
Like, you are my
So,
dad. You're my dad.
Welsh.
Woogie, woogie, woogie. That was in my head.
English
All
to
day.
Icelandic.
Just staring at the wall.
Wrath. Wraithy. Wraithy. No?
No.
It's interesting how much that sounds like Wraith.
What can you do?
Yeah, it is. It's fascinating. Like, I wish I could make some of this stuff up.
How about Betrayer?
Hey,
Sivarki?
Rhea.
Sivikari?
No, but
Vicar?
that's a
What
great
can
name.
you do to a burial site to destroy it? Okay, it's a podcast. This is Maria asking Rhea.
Of food.
Doesn't she speak Thieves' Cant though?
I don't care. I'm asking Rhea.
Here you go.
Thieves' Cant. Alright, Ben, so your clue is all wonky.
It wasn't much of a clue. You basically got it. It's Here Lies King of Ghosts. Be down here forever.
Yeah.
That's the abridged
Lower it
version.
up.
What a nerd.
Oh. Do I have?
We spent
We
30
don't
minutes
have
translating
gunpowder,
something
it's
we
not
already
been
knew.
invented
Yep.
yet.
I mean, it's been invented, but it's
It hasn't
I
been
have a
widespread
tinderbox.
or
No, I can-
shared
it's
yet.
being developed
It
with
has
these.
matches.
It is.
You know, the orphans will take care of it.
Ah, yes.
You
The
come back, this is on
Bill,
fire,
guess what?
and there's like children wandering out. Don't worry, sir. We'll work in the salt mines. We need more of this stuff. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, would
I
you
have
have
a
food
potion
care
of fire
if
giant.
there was like child labor?
Probably
Would you
not.
care?
I could pummel this whole place.
The thing is, it's unclear
I
if
have
he
a
would
fire
recognize
giant.
it
don't
happening.
know if
Oh,
that would be a good
gnomes!
idea.
Where
Perhaps
am I?
sealing him here is the only way we can return him to rest.
Clearly
They're
not
all
sealed.
clearly halflings.
If
I'm just saying,
all
perhaps
right,
he can be resealed here.
he could be, but it didn't
Oh,
work.
dang, that's
Or it didn't
Mine isn't
continue
particularly bad.
working. Well, I'm not talking to you. Rhea, if I used my fire giant potion and just obliterated this whole building, do you think it would kill him?
I think that potion would be better used somewhere else.
Probably. I'm
Against
just
the wall.
asking in general, do you think it would do anything to the ghost that's probably going to turn us all to stone?
I wouldn't imagine so.
I don't think he's bound to his crypt. Otherwise, he would only be able to go so far away from it, probably. Plus, I don't know what your potion does.
It makes me incredibly strong.
I doubt there's anything we can do physically to this place that will help.
Can we salt and burn the bones?
There are no
I heard-
bones.
It's a crypt!
There's
gotta
nothing
be
in it.
bones.
We already established
We have
this.
not opened it.
There
Yes,
was
we
at
did.
least
It
one
was on the
skeleton.
Was it
outside.
already opened?
It was already open.
Yeah.
Never mind. I would like to
Well,
investigate
now
for
don't we
bones.
feel safe?
Go for it.
Are there any glyphs
Oh,
on
great.
the on the crypt?
That's a 7!
You find there's some bones in that corner. There's
Oh,
some
yeah,
bones in that
that's
corner,
right.
and then there's some bones on the end of Smina's rapier.
My question is,
Twitching.
yeah. There's
You can check to see if there's any.
all of the
glyphs.
God Squad know I'm related to them yet?
You can check to see if there's glyphs. or
No.
something like
I
that
think
in
so
here.
far it was
It's
just,
But other than
just
that, it's
Glory.
actually not magically connected to him.
Glory and
I
the...
wouldn't know.
Glory
Tessa.
and Tessa.
Okay, so they'll rest. Alright.
I would
It
like
takes me a
to
second to
investigate
get
for
sorry.
glyphs.
All right.
It is also a 7.
You find some glyphs. In
I
fact,
do?
I'd like to. Jacob, can you open up the thing and
What?
you find
This
glyphs.
is the glyphs.
Congratulations,
What
you
was
found
the
the
spell
God
scroll
Squad
we
before.
found?
What?
What was the spell scroll we found?
It was. Well, it was level 2, wasn't it?
It was level 2.
We said common emotions, right?
Did we?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, I need help. I can't always do it alone.
Okay, the only time you had to use that was when
Oh, I
Mikaela
used it
was
at least
here.
3 times. At
Yeah,
least.
when Mikaela was here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would any of our more...
Choose your
I don't know
words
anybody about this.
carefully.
Would any of our more historically minded members of this group
Eyebrows.
care to...
Isn't there a Temple of Lore
What's
here?
that? Rhea has incredibly high wisdom.
Who's all here at the moment? Was there any of the God Squad here?
The God Squad's here.
is
They are here.
Yeah, they
Yeah. Hallen. Hi.
Hello.
Is there a Temple of Lore here, Helen? Sarah just asked a question.
Now, if you'll notice, this is me speaking in my Howland voice, which is very different than my Sarah voice, which sounds like this.
You'll notice...
And then there's Torin, which sounds...
Okay, Torin's the only one that sounds different. I'm sorry.
Sorry!
At this point, should I even
You
bother
just
giving
shoot me.
Spino
No, just
I'm
end
not
my
even
life
that
here
way.
and now, please.
What about you? What do you think, Corbin? At this point, should I even bother giving Spino a voice?
No.
No, it's too late.
It's too late.
The only voices here aren't even appreciated, so...
Sorry.
I can tell your voices apart.
Thank you!
I can if I'm paying attention.
I have to really be
For
patient.
instance, Sarah sounds more calm and smooth and a bit more effeminate.
No, one sounds a bit like.
Torin
Raspy.
sounds a bit more like this.
Well,
Helen's
Torin
a bit
is
raspy
very-
than
Helen
Sarah's.
sounds
Because he's an old man!
like
Yeah, I know.
this.
That's what I'm pointing out.
He sounds a bit more like this.
He sounds... Notice the cracking of the voice.
The
The
drain.
It's
older man.
It's the more
The timbre
halted speech.
English thing.
Torin speaks with the...
Yes.
Speaking Torin's voice.
I can't do it on command, gosh. There, I'm dead.
Did you leave just to get that?
Yes.
Well,
So Ben just shot Kelton with an airsoft.
Like
that
this.
airsoft. What?
Nothing
Whatever
nerve.
that is.
If this was an airsoft, this would be much more painful.
Yes, I
Hilarious.
believe there was a priory.
Is that Ben's Duplot stick?
That is your Sarah voice.
That was not his
Sarah
Sarah voice.
voice.
Howland voice.
That was clearly the Howland
Hey,
voice.
at least I'm better than her at this.
True. Along the southern coast, there was a priory that we visited for a short while.
Yeah, that's kind of gone now. It was burned down.
Yes.
Remember that
Luther
death
Act
night we
saw
told
to
you
that.
about?
Oh, of
Finger
course.
guns.
Well, it's entirely likely if there was anything left there about this. If there's anything left at all, we might as well go check.
Perhaps something remains that can give us a
Sure, we
clue.
can.
Shall we head out then?
I think it's been a while, but we can.
We shall head out.
Alright, so God Squad heads out towards
The mountain.
the mountain.
I
Are you
love
heading to the mountain or are you heading towards
Comex
Priory?
Comex Priory.
The Priory.
Priory.
You're saying
What
the
time is
Priory.
it?
I think it was what was it, pushing
A
afternoon?
coming sun. It was in the middle of the afternoon when we left to go to the duck, so by now it's probably about sunset.
Okay. You could probably make it to the Priory if you push at a strong, fast pace by nightfall.
Alright.
If you want to shelter there.
Yes.
Sounds like that'd be our best
We
option.
have
I don't think we can
healed.
make it to the Everthing in time.
The mountain now.
Alright, yeah. We have
They're
healed or
like I think
anything
they're
yet.
literally equidistant from each other,
But
but
this one speaks plains.
mountain is mountains.
Yeah.
I give you my last normal again.
Um.
I was still cold.
Oh, yeah. Are we still have damage from that fight with the vampire spawn?
We
you guys
were,
who got
yeah.
beat. You guys who got hit in the vampire
Yes.
fight.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I was fighting Jacob.
Bunch of nerds. Taking damage over here.
Says the lady who cowers behind a wall.
That was Moon.
That was Morwen.
And you.
Under the bed.
So you guys
Actually, we got super angry
start
when you
walking
moved
your
away.
way downtown, walking fast.
Cowards.
And so fast.
Priory Ben.
Go Priory.
Random encounter? Anybody?
No.
Where's Xanathars?
No, we are getting to nighttime, so.
I'm gonna put this on.
Dinosaurs.
Now.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaur.
We can do the
Anyone
thing
have
for
Xanathars on
background
them?
music.
Xanathar.
Xanathar?
Your character sheets are on it.
Ah, here we go.
It's right here.
That's my Xanathar.
Oh.
Xanathar.
You know what? Also,
Get your
both of those.
percentiles ready.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
What?
I got stuck.
That's a 1 in a million right there.
49.
It's also 49.
Dang, I was so
Yeah.
close.
Hang on
42.
to-
The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Hold on to your numbers, please.
Hold on to your math
I was
dice.
so close to
Hold on to your math
69.
rocks.
You're
So
so immature.
close. I got 67.
Hold on to your math rocks.
My math rock?
And people think I'm the immature one.
You are. But in a different way.
I'm just slightly more
If you say
outspoken.
discreet,
Alright.
I'll throw something at you.
Outspoken.
What level is you guys at? Are you guys at now?
9.
9? Okay, cool. What'd you roll?
I'm getting there. Smooth as someone else.
67.
Hang on.
We'll start the other way. Because she hasn't rolled yet.
I need my
Getting
dice.
there. Okay, got it.
What'd you roll?
65.
65. Okay.
Trying to, like,
Interesting.
do stuff.
Alright.
49.
49. Okay, interesting.
The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Which is
42.
Come on, Ben.
You fail is a word.
And you?
67.
In my joke or in what I rolled?
Him not understanding it.
No, I'm disappointed because there is a dinosaur encounter in here,
Aww.
and you guys bookended it.
Okay, if you take the average of our roll.
You know what? Both of you roll percentile.
Oh, God.
23.
62.
Okay. 23
62.
plus 62.
Oh wait,
That's 85 divided by 2.
is
40. Yes! High five!
It's what?
85 divided by 2 is gonna be.
Are you rounding up or down?
D&D, round up.
Okay, 43!
43!
No, you still are just below it.
What? You said we bookended it.
Yeah. It's 41 to 44.
Oh.
Oh.
I rolled
And
42.
it was- Yeah.
That's part of 41 to 44.
Yeah.
And
It's 41 to 42. 41 to 44, the dinosaurs, then whatever I roll.
it's 45 to 46.
So wait, I rolled dinosaurs.
You roll below dinosaur. 45 and 46
Oh.
are dinosaur.
That's a really narrow range.
It is.
That's dumb.
You guys. Well, there's
Okay.
more dinosaurs on the list.
Oh.
It's just those were the ones you were all.
Close.
I think since we
close
were
to-
so close, we should encounter dinosaurs, especially since they are native to this island.
I think when we waggle our eyebrows hard enough, he'll follow.
Fine. You two roll a percentile.
83.
60.
60 even.
Yep.
No, you see, you guys are rolling cool stuff, but none of them are dinosaurs.
Alright, that's fine.
So you make your way, despite the repeated hippogriffs, koalas, and other giant eagles that have been flying overhead. You look around wistfully, hoping to see something you've never seen before.
And Naria starts to put her hand out. I'm like, no. Think
No.
of Aurora.
I want to tame them.
You will not.
They don't survive.
I mean, Helen
None
can,
of my horses
Helen
survive.
can summon a Pegasus.
It wouldn't live through the day.
Summon it again.
Oh no!
You would die for
That's
us
horrible.
forever and ever.
It's
I
like
mean,
Grandpa
sure you
Jane
could
is
summon a
supposed to
Pegasus,
be
but
a
why
Pegasus.
would you? Anyway,
Because
so
you can.
Duh.
it is dark by this point. Those of you without dark vision are starting to suffer a little bit. Yeah.
Should I
Torch,
torch?
please move the minis
you
off
want
of
to.
the table. As you guys find yourself
What?
front gate
Wow.
Complex Priory.
of Comex Priory,
It's like he planned it.
It's like it's been here.
session 1.
Going back to the beginning! You hear that, Anna? We're cleaning up your mess!
It's only gonna go back to the beginning. This is where I am. This is where I will stay.
she left
There
us
is
specimen
a
when she-
stone like courtyard to the front, lined with trees, and you see there is the holy symbol of lore, the harp, laurel wreath, and quill.
Your temple got destroyed. What a nerd.
However,
I guess this is the place.
the temple
Nice.
behind it, it had apparently had stained glass windows that have been shattered. Friends, so I designed it kind of actually on Notre Dame before it burned
It
down.
was Shrek's
And then it
castle.
And then
burned
this
down.
one also burned down. So that wasn't planned, but art imitates life, I
No, that
Sometimes
just means
life
that Ben
happens,
was behind the fire all along.
guess. Yes, I wanted to match my D&D game that I hadn't planned yet.
Time travel shenanigans.
Jeez, I remember when that happened. That was like kind of freaky.
Um,
Staying home that day.
And you see the large, they're not very broad as far as massive doors go, but they are tall doors. These are doors that you would not have to duck through.
How
But
intact are these doors?
they're
wanna-
quite intact,
I
and
want
they
to
are
pet the
boarded
doors.
shut.
They've been boarded
They've
shut.
been boarded shut.
I'd like to attempt to Aragon open the
Well,
doors.
how intact are the
Aragorn.
walls? You probably just walk around
Make
it.
a straight strength roll.
Can I help him?
So I,
I mean,
I
I
don't
can't
have my
really
strength
help with
modifier.
strength.
Not at this point.
But-
Yeah.
That would be a 6.
You go up and you go
Help
to
you.
push the door in. Well, it is boarded on your side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's oak. That's
May I
oak.
try one more time?
You may try one more time.
That's an 8. So close to a 20.
Ah.
You rolled an 8 as well.
This is my third 8, guys.
And as you like go, you just kind of look directly up and you see. Well, you can't really see much, but there is the underside of a Goliath. Also, it's a tough door.
Well,
I'm sick
technically
of
it's a
doors
15,
not
or no,
opening.
straight roll.
17!
I would like to look around the building to see if there's a part of the wall that's broken down.
Aragorn, open the door.
We will open this door. Gosh dang it.
You do hear creaking and groaning. Pausing here real quick. You're kind of walking around. So why don't you put your minis at the front door?
Sure. Many people.
Perfect.
Close enough.
And you start walking kind of around the Priory. About here, there is a window. It's about 10 feet off the ground that's been shattered. And the glass continues for about another 5 feet, and that's where the big hole is. So about 15 feet up, 10 feet of stone, 5 feet of broken glass. There's an opening.
Hey, Naria, do you have a grappling hook? We are pushing through this gosh dang door.
Is the door open?
We pushed two 17s.
You see a pull sign now. It appears that this door has been reinforced specifically to stop body weight pushing it open.
Like zombies.
If only Torb were here at his portable ram.
Here, Rhea, I'll chuck you.
You break the door open.
Please
We're
don't.
inside the temple. You're thump, clap, thump.
Are there like
I
manholes
moved
in
to
the
another abandoned tower.
That's it. I'm finding my own hobbit hole.
Oh yeah. I just knocked over it.
Jump anywhere.
Can I
Walk
climb
over.
up?
I was like, wait a
the
second,
front
you
door?
still have
Yeah, I
shoes.
walked over the front door.
So you keep walking up, and
that's right.
you actually end up walking a good, 60 feet up before there is, the big open, what used to be a stained glass window that has also been burned out, shattered, and you kind of crawl your way through, and you see now about 60 feet up.
I'd like to make a stealth roll before going in.
All right?
Oh! It's not one.
Well, you were trying to break down a door.
You get up and you see apparently is what had kept the lead that keeps the the glass in place in whatever fire damaged a lot of the internal structures, melted that and shattered most of it out. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. So there's no glass here. You put your hand straight on a shard of broken glass, release a mighty yelp. I'm gonna take my dice out.
And take
Gosh.
3/6 point of piercing damage.
Is there a white D4 around there?
I'm gonna walk.
I would like
over
to
and
point out that
join you guys.
these are connected to my feet.
You take 2 points
okay.
of piercing damage.
Am I falling?
No, because you're currently you're no longer perpendicular. You went up to a solid ledge.
We have the same dice set. Sorry.
But you pull a thing out. Ow! Son of a gun! Oh!
I'd like to cast invisibility.
I'm joining
Okay.
you.
Son of a goon.
So I
But
can
as you're
go
looking
forward.
about and looking down, you see on the other side of the door, pushing the other way against you guys,
Oh.
some zombies.
Oh.
Okay, before I cast invisibility, I yell zombies!
And they go.
Where?
And some start going to a pillar and start trying to climb up.
Oh, how cute.
I'd like to try
You
climbing
can
up
fireball
to the window.
them.
I cannot.
Oh,
I don't
almost.
have that
I
yet.
mean,
I'm
she's
gonna
saying
try
that we
climbing
want
up to
to
the
have her
window.
help you
Okay.
up.
I'm just gonna chuck you.
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your current broken glass shenanigans. So you're throwing her into the broken glass, right? That's the plan? That's
No,
what I
I'm
heard, right?
walking over. She asked if I could help her.
No. I heard you're throwing her into the broken
No.
stained glass window, right? No, can I run it? Can I start counting? I just heard throwing into just broken.
These dice roll really well.
Hey,
actually.
Kellen, do you have a calculator? Kellen?
Maybe.
No, we got me. We have the human calculator. 12. 18. That was a sick.
I have a
24.
pickaxe and some rope. Does that work
30.
as a grappling hook?
Yeah, you can tie that together and
Yeah.
try.
35.
Pickaxe. Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
Chuck a
Why not?
pickaxe up there.
Better
46.
strength. Go do a thing.
50. Let me know when
I'm
the joke
tying
gets
those
old.
together and throwing it.
Awesome.
60.
Make an athletics roll.
70. 80. 90.
13.
15. It's not
100.
this whole toss you've done. Pause, real quick.
Okay.
105.
I know, counting this is very important.
115. 120. 129. 129 points of damage.
Okay, so because you
Yeah,
rolled
3 times
13,
Or just
I'm not throwing her!
your pickaxe careens through the broken window part, and which is good. It gets a better purchase into the stone. But 129 shards of glass sprinkle through the air. Don't breathe, please. Yeah, that's what happens. Now put them all
Alright.
back.
Oh, you had me do
it's
that?
like that 52
I'll
card
do
pickup
it.
only.
It
like,
was my
easier.
joke. I'll do it.
I've missed this. This is fun.
Yeah. Been too long since our last session. How has it been? 2 weeks?
Dude, it's
One.
not that.
3 weeks?
1.
No, we didn't need
A
that.
year, basically.
I
Like,
just want to climb up. I can use my cloak. to
It's
put on
already
the-
there! There's a rope for you!
Well, did it get purchased?
Yes!
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
gonna
so
climb
the zombies are climbing up
Okay.
towards me.
they are.
Are they climbing effectively?
No.
How far up am I?
So you're 60 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
How far have they gotten?
I'm gonna say you are surprised at how effectively they are climbing.
Mm-hmm.
These appear to be perhaps like in life. Maybe they were
Missing
good.
3?
Then,
Check around.
so is it, how far away would the first one be? Is it like 30 feet
Yeah,
up?
there's 2 right
So
there.
it's 60 feet overall. They're moving at like half speed climbing up.
Thank you.
So
So-
they're about 15 feet up. So
Okay.
you're 45 feet between you and them.
Once they get to 45 feet, I'd like to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Arms.
50% chance they still have lungs.
Why wouldn't you just, like,
I'll cast Thunderwave if they
I'm
get
never
too
borrowing
close.
your dice again.
We should do a Raymond cast Thunderwave.
No. Just I want to see. I want this to happen.
You
You've been
said
wanting this spell to work.
Tasha's
so
hideous
long.
laughter.
A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into a fit of laughter. Wait, what's their intelligence score?
Not fantastic. I think
Is it above 4?
it is not.
Is it 4?
It is not.
Okay, never mind. I don't cast that.
I mean, do you know that?
Oh, okay,
He
fair enough.
didn't.
Ooh.
I mean, you could probably guess that the zombies wouldn't find things hilarious.
Okay. I'll just wait for
Seeing
it to
as
come
their
in Thunderwave
brains,
range.
like, melting
Okay.
out of their skull.
You wait for them to come within thunder wave range,
Yes.
and do you thunder?
So
wave?
is one.
I Thunderwave.
Oh, okay.
Are
I'm
you
shocked.
climbing up?
I would like a boost.
So
I was
they
just
all have to
waiting till
make
he's done.
con saves.
Let me
Yes.
double check. Yes, a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I'm also going to cast this at 2nd level.
Okay. There is an 18.
Okay.
A
During my
12.
time as a tried and failed DM.
and
I
a
learned
16.
Okay.
People
The
are
12
talking
fails
about
and is pushed 10 feet away, and I'm assuming that means he falls to his death.
Yeah, well, he
Appreciate.
falls.
Mm.
He certainly falls.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll damage.
Wait, hang on.
Pause,
He
pause,
falls and
pause.
yeah, he dies
Okay.
because there's no way he can beat that DC with a D20.
And I'm going to roll for damage for the other 2. That's 8, 15. That's a total of 17 damage.
Okay. All right. Those 2 are continuing to come for you. I'm just gonna say it's like now it's their turn. What's the
Okay.
range of Thunderwave?
It is 15 feet.
Okay, so these 2 can make it up to you. This one is bye. Taking a closer look at. I said 17 damage. Sorry.
17, yes.
Okay, I'm trying to do math here.
You're probably death's door.
You looking at these. One of these appears to be dressed in some form of like sailor's attire. But another one, and it appears to have been in life, perhaps human or half elf. It's kind of hard to tell at this state of decay.
Rotting.
But the other one that's coming out to you appears to have been a half orc, with a
Aw.
flamboyant hat and a broken lute strapped across
Heavy
his
metal
back.
bard. Ben. No.
It's hefty.
Hefty. Heavy metal bard. No.
And as you cast Thunderwave, you see almost a moment of recognition in its eyes before it's overtaken and consumed by hunger again. And oh yeah, they both attack you.
Yeah.
First one's going to attempt a slam attack.
So you climbed up there, saw that they were climbing towards you, and
17 to
decided
hit.
to wait
That does hit.
till they
You
got
take 6 points of
closer,
bludgeoning damage.
and then screamed at them.
And Hefty Metal. He's going to attempt to grapple you and pull you down.
Okay.
Make contested strength rolls.
Do I add athletics to that?
Yeah, you would
Dirty
add
20.
athletics to athletics here,
Dirty 20.
or you can wait. No, you're trying to escape a grapple, so it's athletics
Acro.
versus acrobatics if you want.
Oh. That's the same thing, dirty 20.
Great, that is twice what he rolled. As he's like grabbing and pawing,
You're just
trying
like,
to grab you.
"Go away."
You're like, no, stop it,
It's missing his
stop
head.
it, no,
Okay.
knock it out.
I'd like to roll. I'd like to Thunderwave again.
All right.
Send him out with a bang.
Can we climb in this window?
Yeah.
Hang on. He
We're
fails.
letting him do a thing. It's okay.
And 13.
That fails.
Okay, so they both and
Should I roll damage?
don't need to bother. They have to take like what is it, 12d6 damage plus whatever damage you roll, and then I have to make a DC
Oh, yeah.
5 plus all of that for them to not be dead. So,
Okay.
but as the sailor one just gets shunted back, the one with the floppy hat, the hat off the head, and it goes back. As he falls down, there's a moment of clarity in his eyes, and there's just a brief last word, bard to bard. Rock on.
In character. Yes, man.
Alright, so you guys, having purchased on this thing, you hear Smee, who you left on her own, she's probably fine.
Doing this.
You hear scream, zombies, you begin climbing faster. As you start climbing up, it's a little tricky, but you make your way up there. You hear and more shattering of glass. The kind of bit of the temple seems to rock a bit, and actually some stones from the ceiling fall down. You climb up a bit further, and you actually crest through the window, carefully peeking your
I
way
use my cloak to.
from around the blood glass. And make an acrobatics check real quick.
Oh my gosh, that's a nat 20. Can I keep that?
For sake of brevity, you make it down. The 10 foot brevity. The 10 foot gap, because there's actually some beds in this room that you actually kind of climb down.
I jump on the bed?
You do on the way down.
Yes.
And you look through
Our life's complete, guys.
the
Let's go.
hallway here, as there's another boom, and a zombie smears from forward, and you see
Normal day in the life of
a dress in
Bodies.
studded black and purple and red, a dark greenish figure, and a hat covers his face.
I leave you
Does
for
she
like
hear
2
the rock
minutes.
on?
No.
It's a bard to bard.
2 minutes.
He seemed like the kind of guy who would have wanted to go out for bang.
Well, he certainly did that. Do you want to come inside?
Well, I am inside.
You're up on a.
I'm
ledge.
upside, actually.
Ah.
Topside?
The other two of you climb in. Did you just leave the God Squad behind? Did they go
I
back to
will
the
be
mountain?
collecting
Or
my-
They came with
Yeah,
us.
that's
I think.
I don't know.
Halen was
I
talking.
think they came with us.
Sure, they came with us.
okay.
Alright.
Oh right, because Helen knows where it is.
Yeah.
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 I climbed down in an attempt
Well,
to
we
open
saw
the
them
door.
up close.
Yes, he does.
So they were just taking a little while. Helen's aching knees and stuff.
Family and stuff.
And Helen's like, yes, and this is where we encountered an idol Groomsh, and this is where Stefan bisected a man. And right there, that's when we had this terrible scenario where Ben horribly mishandled how sleight of hand works between Sam and Micah. Daddy, what are you talking about? I don't know.
Oh, the good old
I
days.
saw it in
Alright,
the
shall I-
visual on Stoke.
Is it
don't
just
worry.
open to
Oh,
the side, or?
and there is a white crucified over on that pillar, apparently. I don't know what's up with that. Surely no partially scarred or deformed blue man did that.
In a
Do
Yeah,
I share roll
strength
strength
in
for
interrogation.
For what?
opening the door from this side?
Sure, you can try.
Down.
As you get down, though, you see that the great nails driven through, actually, upon closer inspection, it appears that some of the nails, they were daggers used as nails to just drive through, and they're kind of spiked on the side. So you have the idea you'd have to get something to ram it open,
Okay.
or carefully hammer every nail spike.
I
and
don't
Hold
want
up.
to use my head.
What if I went on the other side of the daggers? Featherwigged again.
Sure, you just go through the window.
Eh.
You know, like walk around the
Actually, hold
Think
up.
of pink elephants.
60 feet.
Freaking
Can they see the door?
Purple
If you guys walk
kangaroo.
out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you guys
Okay.
walk in the center of the room.
I'd like to use prestidigitation
Okay.
to make.
Everybody
Wait,
wet.
no, I can't.
That's not how that works.
Color, small mark, or symbol. How many symbols can I make with prestidigitation?
That depends on like what you're trying to do. It doesn't specify size, but
Okay, I prestidigitate the symbol of a window on the other side of the door. Just try to communicate. Go in the door or the window.
okay. So kind of peering through the crack of the window, crack of the door that you can look through. Kind of stick your head between daggers at the moment. You make the symbol. Hallen, you see Comics Priory door nailed shut, barred shut. You don't see anybody, and suddenly a symbol just kind of more on the ground right in front of the door appears. It looks like a shattered window.
Just an arrow.
You could have just done an arrow. That'd be funny.
Hey, so are you talking about the window up there, or is there like another window we want us to go through?
Okay, well, I got their attention.
There's
Go
a
to
rope
your right.
on the other one.
Okay, great. Which other one?
The one on the right!
Wait.
Go
We
right.
found it. That would have been devotion. Reference.
That's
Wait,
not
the young one.
devotion.
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 We should have named him Reference and Devotion. Rev and Dev is a mistake. Anyway, enter God Squad.
Investigations. What do we see?
All right.
Is there a library? Because someone's obviously interested in a library nearby.
It's
That's
18.
easy.
That's an
Sure, what were
18.
you
Natural
reporting?
20.
Investigating just that, the room.
Okay,
I've never seen it before.
24.
Natural 20.
Well, I didn't say I would beat you.
There
My
was
highest
a,
is a 19.
there was
That's as high as
A
I can
higher
ever get.
window up here, which overlooks the ocean, and there's actually like a catwalk above there, and this whole area was a library.
Huh.
It has been burned to the ground. Much of this is damaged beyond all hope of repair.
Are there any books left?
There are some books left. You pick one up and it crumbles to ash in your hand. There are some paintings on the wall that have some parts left to it. Apparently, with a hole in the dome and the windows shattered out, nothing has been protecting a lot of this from the elements. And
I'd like to go and check for books of heraldry, genealogy, etc.
okay, where was you? Where were you? What was your role?
Natural 20.
Okay. You kind of start looking around, and you do find
That's the wrong one.
so, gosh, dang it. You do find some tomes that hold scraps of information, or just rather, you find some scraps of information, but mostly what you find out is about a Thiegling family that took a different method in bridging the tensions on the island. This is like a recent tome, by intermarrying with the orcs and then having a half-orc family, merchant family, and that's about it. However, you do hear more inside.
I cast message and tell them, communicate to everybody that there's more zombies.
I would like to search the place for hidden rooms or secret doors or something like that.
Who? Which you?
Oh, frick. Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah, you begin walking around, and
I'm sensing something over here. I wonder what it could be.
Warmer.
you first open
warmer.
up this door here, Hallen, meanwhile, you're expecting him to look for things as well. Hallen's just walking this way with folks in tow.
This way.
But you get kind of good feeling, and you open up a door, and you find, oh hey, look, there's a
Close the door.
one appears to be some type of sailor. One appears to be a young-ish human man, mid-20s, in blue and gold robes, and an older man, 50s-ish, maybe 60s, looking good for 60s then. So
Aside
around
from the fact he's a zombie.
except for the fact that he's a zombie, his dark, thick beard kind of falling out. There's kind of like a hazel golden eyes that are kind of sunken and shallow now, and with his dark skin, he kind of turns around.
So a question.
door.
They're pretty close.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Before he does that,
What?
I'm nearby, so I'm assuming I see these guys too, right?
There's an hour-long ASMR.
yeah.
zombie noises.
Okay. I'd like to cast
Oh,
sleep
that's
centered on the
horrible.
middle of the room.
With their
Sleep in the
time.
middle. Okay.
Yeah, so they all have to make a creature affected by this spell. Actually, no, I don't think they make any save.
Still want to turn it off.
Yeah, roll 5d8.
Yep.
All the creatures within 20 feet of the point.
Well, I mean that's
I
you
can't
can
turn
definitely
this
get
off
down.
now.
Yeah. So. All right.
What are you doing?
13. I have to roll 5d8.
For what?
16.
Sleep.
Oh.
20. 27. They all fall asleep, I'm guessing.
Aren't zombies
Nope.
immune to sleep?
One falls asleep.
Only one?
Yep.
One falls asleep
Mm-hmm.
because it affects one with the lowest hit points, and then what's left over goes to the next one. And what's left over goes to the next one. And if they have 22 hit points,
Oh.
then
Yeah, sleep
Okay.
sucks. Can I close the door?
yeah, you kind of. So the one kind of walking towards in the front is the tall man with the dark beard, and he just kind of forward. But the younger man and the sailor zombies both keep going forward. You just kind of close the door and find something, you jam it in there.
Everything okay?
I don't think we'll be opening that door anytime soon.
That spell isn't as useful as I thought it would be.
No, it's really not.
Well, they seem to be going places. Let's follow them.
Them all immediately. 'Cause it's gonna get what shall I investigate?
So, Hallen, walking
Sarah
this
wildly
room.
teleports into
What
the
do you
room.
remember of this room?
I remember there was a trap door in the floor somewhere.
Yep. There's no mannequin in this room, but there is the trapdoor.
Oh, right, there was a mannequin too.
Had magic armor.
Oh.
You wanted it.
I did want it.
Yes.
Before leaving that room, can I look for like treasure or loot or anything?
Sure. Investigation check.
That was too aggressive. 8.
8. Okay.
So bad.
So you remember that this room that you just came
Yeah.
from was like a bedroom.
Ooh.
Might have some stuff in there. You see there are some like art pieces that are heavily damaged, also hard to reach. Books also mostly damaged, and it's like, okay, look, if there's anything valuable in here, it's either been looted or destroyed.
Here's the bronze from under the
Alright.
couch cushions.
So you head kind of back into the bedroom
Looted and
to
destroyed.
take a look around, and you notice that there's another door, and you hear,
Oh my
and hey,
gosh.
there is a sailor-like zombie. There is
Is one of them asleep?
one of them is being dragged by a young man zombie, and however you do find something that looks fancy. The sailor zombie kind of looks like a pirate, really, and you never see a pirate go far without like a trusty cutlass or something like that. Well, look, he's not far from a cutlass. Plunged in the older man's chest, staying there, is a cutlass.
Steal his eye patch.
It's kind of shiny. Hasn't rusted all this time. There's some magic to it.
It's the sword in the. It's the sword in the ribcage.
Yeah.
The classic legend.
The sword in the stone. Kidney stone, but
Oh god.
Sounds like a-
I'll attack him.
Welsh fairy tale to me.
okay. Who are you attacking?
Alright,
This is
Well,
the monster manual.
I guess the one
They
with
really have 22 hit points?
Yes.
Yep.
I thought
the
they had
one
like
with the
16.
treasure.
Speaking of skeletons,
A
I would love to
18 to
encounter a
hit.
skeleton.
I can
Why?
immediately kill
Just 'cause
them
I
all
want
with my
it.
spiritual guardian.
Spooky, scary, skeleton. First thing first, though, I'm gonna have you roll initiative.
Thunderwave, blow them apart. Come on.
Actually, if she dies here, I'm gonna laugh.
If she
So
dies
much
here,
health.
you deserve it.
Dude, I've got 97 health.
I know.
If
and-
she dies here, we're not gonna know about it until she's already past
Nat
the
20.
Revivify.
But I
That's
Natural
okay.
20?
Ray's
Yeah.
dead now.
I have it.
All right. Well, you get a
Not
critical
bad.
attack on me, I guess.
No,
Well,
it's
no,
your
that's
initiative.
initiative.
Oh.
Way to waste your initiative, God.
Yeah, they
Well,
don't.
it's
They have less than
technically
that.
20.
So
Wait,
you
wait,
go
wait,
first.
wait.
There's a sleeping zombie. There is 2 awake zombies. Sleeping zombie has sword in his chest.
Alrighty, I am an 18 and a 15 to hit.
Okay, who are you attacking?
The one with the treasure.
That would be the sleeping one. Because he has the sword in his
Oh, that's
chest.
right. The one walking closest to me.
Alright. You attack. What was your...
18 and a 15.
Yeah, those are both basically twice as AC. Is their armor class is garbage?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
The idea is
Their
just
health
to hit
is
them.
meh.
Yeah.
They're meant for low level.
I'd like to note that I rule of cooled him talking to you because I'm not supposed to be able to talk, but you know.
I'm
It's
fine with that.
Yeah.
Zombies are an annoying fight for the level party because they can come back to life.
You can't silence a rock legend.
Really? Yeah, it's only 10 damage. That's really
You know, you
light.
can make it say,
Uh,
hey, look at me, I'm wrong.
Oh, that's first attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
2d6.
14 for the second attack.
Alright.
He's got one.
Alright,
Yeah.
so that one,
Which
and then he's going to make a... Hang on, it was... Well,
It was
how
a
much
13 and a
damage?
14.
yeah, for damage.
I'm making sure I'm reading this right because I oftentimes misread things. And yeah.
You're good.
Okay. So if damage reduces the zombie to 0 hit points, it makes a con save of 5 plus the damage taken. Okay. So that last number that you did was 14.
Yes.
So he has to roll a 19 con save.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not whatever is left over.
Yeah.
I think I did that last time I ran zombies,
Huh.
which I don't know if I did, but it feels like I would have done that. That sounds like something I would have done.
Yeah.
And he rolled 19 plus 3, so he is.
Oh my gosh!
So they're gonna make 2 attacks.
Alright, you're out.
Slam attack number 1. That's a natural 1.
Help.
He just kind of stands up and he slips on his own intestines and back down. The other one's going to make a slam
So he's
attack.
prone.
He uses all of his movement. So he uses half of his movement to get up, fell down, uses half his movement to get up again.
It needs to be at least a 16.
That is a 4. No, it
These are
doesn't hit.
surprisingly
I mean-
comical zombies.
What?
It
Move
does.
out of the way. They're
It
not
kind of
very
starts like
fast.
clawing
Are
you,
these
but you
zombies
just
the
kind of
Three
start
Stooges?
fending them off with one arm. What?
These zombies are 3 Stooges.
Alright, that was fun. Let's attack it again.
No, one's brother Lawrence,
Mm-hmm.
and the other is somebody else.
Can I do like one attack on the one I just attacked and one on the other?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's a 14 to hit
It's so that's the first guy.
and a 10.
For the second guy,
Yeah.
that also hits.
Like I said,
So
Yeah, well, I
damage
guess
is the first guy first because we have to see if he dies.
14 for
Okay,
damage.
so hang on. He has to
And
make
3 plus
his
4,
DC 19.
2d4.
That's
You're
next
raging?
one.
Oh.
you're not raging. If you're not
Oh my
raging, you
gosh.
don't add your rage damage.
So you impale this guy. His intestines are mostly gone at this point, and you just kind of carve out what's left, and
I
like
forgot to say that.
you
I was.
disembowel most of what's left. So he's kind of like his ribs up there,
I was sad
and you're like,
I was.
all right, he's gotta be dead. And he just
I
kind
will
of
fight without raging.
just looks back up and he goes,
Ben, no one is allowed to play a barbarian in your campaigns again unless they go through a crash course first.
yeah.
Because apparently
I just
barbarian is
don't want
complicated.
to say it.
It's not complicated. It's straightforward. It's just there's a lot of math involved. Because you're also turning to the
I
pack
know.
mule.
I'm not
and
saying it's
just
complicated. I'm making fun of the fact
15.
that it must be.
15 damage
15 for the second
on the
attack.
second guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am raging. I just forgot to say it.
Then you're not
I
raging.
just assume I'm raging, which is dumb.
That's not how
That's
that
not
works.
how that works.
Okay, listen.
I
The only
know,
person who's allowed
this
to
is the
assume her
first
mind is being
time.
read in this
Well,
house
you
is
have a
Hannah.
bonus action. Would you like to rage?
Sure, it's still 15 damage.
Okay, but like, would you like to rage?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, so you're raging now.
Yes.
One of your rages is being used.
Yes.
You now have access to reckless attack, rage damage, advantage on strength
Yay.
checks,
Anyway.
resistances to like everything,
Yeah.
and okay, great. It is now the zombie's turn. So zombie number 1, he misses horribly, given how he no longer has core strength.
Yeah.
And the other one misses because he's looking at all the tasty core strength move for.
There you go.
Core.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Your turn.
Again. It's 18.
That hits. How long does sleep last?
8 hours.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Or until you're attacked, I think.
14 damage.
To guy number to disembowel guy.
Yes.
Okay.
DC
Still
19.
alive.
So hang on, DC 19. No, he fails finally.
Wow.
All right. Finally.
You
and
just gotta
then
like look at him and just grab his spine and just fine.
Second attack is 16 to hit.
Yeah, that's twice his AC.
14 damage.
Okay, he has to make a DC 11 save. That's not one. He's also dead.
Woo! And I'd like to take the sword from the sleeping guy.
Okay.
Would you like to chomp his head off first, or
I can.
why don't you do that? Because
Okay.
otherwise might
You can make this attack with advantage because he is prone.
Yay!
You rolled 15 twice.
I did. I know. 15 plus 8.
Go for
whatever.
the head.
Yeah, chappled off his head.
15 plus 8.
Total.
To hit or yeah.
To
okay.
hit.
And okay, cool. Roll damage.
Because I'm still raging. 13.
13.
Just sad. But whatever.
So it's-
Okay. It.
Oh, it's a win now. I forgot that way.
And
Is she a
stands
surprise?
Chopped its head.
Not really. It's going to try to attack you.
Yay!
It misses.
I'm gonna automatically roll my next attack. So why not?
Okay, roll your damage, because that's a hit.
19 to hit. It's easy.
I wonder if that'll hit.
7
14.
plus 4
I
plus...
got it.
Okay.
All right. So,
DC 19.
yes, thank you. Yep, he's fun.
He's fine!
Jeez, your zombies are like
Alright.
Resident Evil zombies.
Attack me again, I guess.
Gosh.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna reckless attack this one because that one totally failed.
Yeah,
So if you guys want to
so-
eventually go fight the
Go on.
ghost gang, then like,
I'm working on it.
Okay, so you're reckless attacking him?
Yes, that
I
reckless attack
am.
does hit.
Cool.
12. I can't count.
DC 17.
Yep.
Are you kidding
This
me?
is Resident
Can
Evil!
I not
How many
hit?
times during this campaign
No,
have I said that?
you're hitting him.
He just won't die.
He just won't die. It's that undead fortitude. So you reckless attacked him. He has advantage against you. Let's see if he can actually roll well while attack. No, I'm rolling like 18s, 19s to not die. I'm rolling 1s to 4s to hit.
A 10 and a 15 plus to hit.
Prairie comes back in the room. He's like, "How did-
Was gonna
how
kill him
did
with
that
one
happen?
hit, but apparently not. No,
Zombies,
attack
man.
him
This
twice. 12.
At this point, can I say Smilo's come in and cast Vicious Mockery?
Stop! I'm almost done.
Well, currently you're watching your apparently brother-in-law,
Okay.
and your whole new family. Like, yes, there was a suit of magic armor that was right here, hiding the trapdoor.
Okay.
I remember it like it was last month because it was actually 3 months ago here. Although it was about 30 years ago for me, but
12 damage on the first attack, 9 damage on the second attack.
okay. So hang on, the
DC
12.
14.
So 14 for the first one.
No,
That is-
sorry.
How many I
17 for the
gotta
first
be chopping
He's
off
dead.
limbs
He's
here.
dead.
He's dead!
Finally!
You
Oh
killed
my
brother
gosh.
on Bard.
And I'm stealing his shiny
That's a
thing.
fitting ending for him.
Stupid. That was
You
stupid.
killed the quest giver of the Bard's MacGuffin. Well, I mean, re-kill. Put him to
Re-kill
rest.
him.
Cause was re-death.
Luckily, no one was looking. All of your backs were turned. I'm just in the corner attacking these things.
And then like someone walks into the room and be like, "They just won't die." They're great
What's
sword.
my very
It
unworth
doesn't
it
stop
prize?
till it's like a fine pulp.
A
It turns into a gelatinous cube.
This is accidental, but it's exactly perfect. Perfect.
exactly purple.
Exactly purple.
Purple!
You pull out the sword, and while the blade is quite shiny, it's very like a dark metal. And the handle feels kind of like bone. It has like a leather grip,
Okay.
but it's kind of a pale leather you're not quite familiar with until upon closer inspection, this was made out of humanoid skin. A shrunken head, not like entirely
Oh no,
shrunken,
is this the
slightly
back
shrunken,
top blade?
that has been dipped in some type of bronze metal, partially burned through, but then the brass formed the guard of the sword. So it's a skull-faced cutlass. It is a +1 cutlass. I can
And we'll
change.
find out whether or not it's cursed in a second.
I think it's cursed.
Naria thinks this is neat. Cambria thinks this is gross.
It has so the teeth have been removed and have
Of
been
course.
inserted with various colored stones. Not precious stones, but like different
I
color
was gonna
stones, red
make a
stones, green
Thanos
stones.
joke, but
Thanos reference here.
precious stones.
DM, reality could be whatever I want it to be.
I want to just like come walking in the room with this random sword on my
This sword is a beacon. As a bonus
Armanu,
action,
I've come to bargain.
as a bonus action, it can shed bright light for 10 feet and dim light for an additional 10 feet. Or you can use the bonus action to extinguish the light.
Neat. It's a torch. I'm gonna carry around a sword just to use it as a torch.
However, as you hold it, when you first hold it and you discover that you can make it flashlight, there's a quick, hot, searing, stabbing sensation up your arm, across your chest, almost like you're about to have like a stroke or a heart attack, and it fades.
Oh, great.
It's painful, is its quirk.
It's painful. It's a painful torch.
Yeah, it's...
Alright,
yeah.
I want to come walk into the room with it glowing. Just
Hello.
for like a second.
You see the gleeful barbarian
Come marching in.
marching in, holding a shiny sword, gleaming sword, that was definitely made by a necromancer.
What have you done now, Naria?
Where did you find that?
Oh, and some zombies back there.
Get rid of it!
You
It's
might-
disgusting!
It looks so cool.
That was made by a necromancer.
Look at the pretty gems though, and it glows.
Put that away,
It's
please.
like a torch. It's pretty neat.
Nuria, what would Nomus think?
I don't care.
She's-
We don't
she's got a
believe in
point.
gods. So there.
You
Um,
meant to!
Or we don't care about gods, I should say.
Hope takes a quick look at it.
You want
Well,
it?
I mean,
3, actually.
it's
Hated one.
You've met 3 gods.
Whatever.
it's
They've never
I mean,
helped me.
Noma's probably isn't
Cook
thrilled
for
that a
you.
necromancer exists making stuff, but like if we kill necromancers with it, it's cool.
Who said this?
This is
Hope.
glory.
I
Sorry, Hope.
killed zombies.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty rad.
alright.
Yeah.
Plus, someone will pay a pretty penny for it. I did way better than Ardena.
I mean,
Can you knock it down for me, please?
conversely, there are some in our party who aren't quite so magically equipped, and there are some monsters that have resistance, and even immunities to non-magical weapons.
Do any of you know how to use swords?
It's +1.
So it's magical.
It's magic.
Or
I
a
have a
cutlass?
Yes!
Sorry, cutlass? What did it? Do you know how to use a cutlass?
I'm proficient in both martial and simple weapons.
I
So
just
yes,
thought
the answer is
simple
yes.
weapons.
oui.
You would want it? What's that? You need something from Naria?
I don't want it.
Oh, good, because I wasn't giving it to you.
I know, I wasn't asking for it. Stop fishing for an opportunity to
Leverage.
make fun of me.
You've been a jerk to me, so you know what?
I wasn't asking for it.
So speaking of the entrance to the thing under the ground, let's go do that.
Continuing down
Oh
the...
look, there's a trap door. What happens if we
Trapdoor.
just open this and push someone into it? Who's closest to me? Oh, look, there's Maria.
I'm in the back.
So you open up the trapdoor, and could you please grab your people and dice?
Uh-oh. Hound, is this like a secret library?
He's probably just got to turn over the paper. If you just wanna...
If I remember correctly, there were magical items being kept down here. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything left, but
Oh,
it's
never
worth
mind.
a
It's a
shot.
newspaper.
At some point, perhaps the library should be told about this place.
I'll look at where that stupid book was supposed to be held.
So,
Book?
Is there a rock on the mantle?
Yes, the thing that we started off this quest to begin with.
Oh yes, that book. Not the book I'm looking for. Not one I would be against acquiring.
Do you want some water?
Oh, I have no idea where that book is now. Apparently, it's gone to who knows where.
Oh, fantastic.
Is that what you got the feather for?
Yes, that's what I got the feather for. That is why I spent 30 years wandering around the Feywild for.
And you did it. Good job.
Tessa pats Helen on the arm.
I'm not bitter
Points
at
to
all.
her children. It's like, oh, we had many reasons to be in the Feywild. It was a much more interesting life there than here, apparently.
Gross.
I don't think we would want to raise a new family here during what's happened in the past month, apparently.
No,
That's fair.
I think it
Stuff
worked
like
out.
this is happening everywhere.
Somehow
For us,
it
at
always
least.
does.
Should have moved to Amataga.
This is exactly what's happening in Amataga.
Zambies!
Only in Stone.
Is there anything interesting in this room?
Make an investigation check.
So
would
good.
be
You also
a
make an investigation check.
24.
Cool. Who's looking?
It's a 24. Who do you think?
Okay, that's a good point.
That's a 10.
I rolled an 11 and a 24. Who do you think?
What was your roll?
10.
10. Okay.
11. I'm very fascinated in my sword.
You
It was a
find
3.
some plaques around.
Should brush their teeth.
And you find a particularly interesting plaque.
Proof that Helen's
And
a
it's
god.
it's for unclassified magic items. That they're not armor, they're not weapons, they're not. It's kind of like a miscellaneous category. And reading plaques for things that have been stolen or have been like you don't know where they are now, looted. And you find apparently there was at one point a deck of many things here, rumored to have been wielded by Clyde himself. And it has been stolen, so... Oh no.
Oh, gosh. Clyde's deck of many things is gone. How fascinating. That
So first things first,
won't be
apparently,
so long.
A, it's real. B, it's real and somebody has it.
I'd like to make note of this for the library.
Hey guys, Clyde's Day? That's a thing. That's a real thing. We should maybe observe it if we want to keep our skins.
Clyde's deck of many things is missing.
So, lawyer that you are, you find there is a series of runes, protective runes, like a powerful glyph of warding, that has been very carefully and very cleverly broken and disrupted. And you get the idea that whatever this book is that they were talking about, and that Hallen keeps talking about, was here before it was stolen. Someone's texting me.
It's Ufrak!
It's my grandma?
So close.
Oh, okay.
Grandma refracts anything.
Alright, who's Rex's grandma?
Ufrak's grandma is texting you. Who was Ufrak's grandma?
A hag. His dad's a lich.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they have a great
Surprised you
skincare
actually gave
routine.
that information to us.
What was actually hilarious is one of the detrimental properties of one of his artifacts makes your flesh decay and makes you appear more zombie-like.
But he didn't have
But
flesh.
he didn't
so
have
it just
flesh.
made him look better.
So it made him look better. The detrimental properties are great! How are we talking about problems?
Cursed object, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, they're great for villains. They're kind of not...
for heroes.
Yeah, the minor detrimental properties are like, you just have disadvantage on saving throws against magic forever.
Yeah, that's not minor.
That's my major one. An angel might appear and steal the thing from you, and leave you alone. Then, that's it. They might just take the item away. That's the major detrimental property.
Oh no, my problem.
Those
Come
two
back.
sound like they should be switched.
Yeah, most of that list should be anyway.
Anything else of interest here?
You're kind of looking around, and you see a figure in one of the corners, lying slumped against the wall.
Zombie.
Blood, dried, old, decaying. It is a half-orc woman. She appeared. What was it? It was 24. You said
24.
It appears that she was wearing very fancy makeup, cheap but flashy jewelry, some of which has been stolen because pirates. And impaled into her gut is a cutlass.
Like the one she had?
This cutlass...
But, like, does it look the same?
No.
No.
No, this cutlass, is actually part, appears to be made of, like, shaved horn, and has a, like, claws as the guard. It appears to be, it's wrapped in a golden scale wrap. This has been made off parts of a dragon, apparently a golden dragon.
Who killed Eliana?
Faithful after 5 minutes.
I'm going to...
It is sinister.
Sinister.
This item is linked to a deed of great evil. So apparently, the dragon who this belonged to
Left a party alone.
was apparently
Abandoned,
more or less
go
a good
chase
person
bull.
who was horribly murdered for their association with a religious band of adventurers, or a few members of adventurers. Yeah.
Oh wait, are you serious? This is made of Eliana?
Well, Uthrakt likes to use what's on hand.
Oh gosh!
Oh gosh!
No
Did
way!
we realize this?
Wait, did you make this up before or just now because you made the comment?
Just now.
Yes!
Does anyone see that I found this?
No.
You're great, Ben.
I'd like to roll investigation
Do you know-
to see if
do
he
you-
found.
do
I would
you
like
know
to
what
hide
is it?
this, Ben.
Why?
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Do we get to? Does he have to roll that against our passive perception?
Oh, what? Yeah, roll your sleight of hand against
Roll
this.
my sleight of hand.
I have a 19.
Roll my... I was like, why is there 17 next to my acrobatics? That's days for learning.
Oh.
That's going to be a 21.
Oh.
Ah, damn.
Darn. Do you at least take the weapon?
Yeah, I took the weapon.
Oh,
I
yeah,
hid
he's
the
hiding
weapon.
it. Who wants to
You know
trade?
what? Roll me a d20.
There is
Roll
no
you a
trading.
d20.
Yeah.
It's a 15.
God,
15.
Ben, that's dark.
This item
Awesome.
has been
I
enchanted
know, I love it.
with necromantic runes. Whenever looking at it, 'cause you're like, this is bone. How strong can it be? You take like a dagger you have, and you kind of stab it into part of the bone blade, and it reforms whatever crack you dealt into it. Roll a d12.
A d12?
Eliana made sure to drink her milk.
A 6.
Oh gosh.
This item, when used, is loud.
Loud.
It seems to have
Like her?
a sort of like a very clarion vocal
Mikaela.
roar to it whenever it is swung. Especially in times of strife.
Does it sound like Eliana?
It does sound like Eliana.
Yeah.
Do we hear this as he swings it?
Well, he doesn't swing it.
I haven't
She's not
swung it
swinging
yet.
it.
Okay.
But that would be hilarious.
This
Well,
one-
we all just freeze and realize, oh my gosh,
What
what
the
are you
heck?
holding?
I've heard that scream many times before.
It's also
Fireball
a
hit
+1
Plus
cutlass.
1 cutlass.
I would like to look around and make a catalog of things that have been stolen.
Okay. So you find things that have been stolen are there was a decanter of endless water. But there's a subtext which
There's a-
says there's a
plaques.
handwritten note underneath
Yeah.
it that says
There we go, English plaques.
dead drop delivered to Self Ragnarok.
I'm like, this.
There were some suits of armor of varying degrees of rarity and importance that have gone missing. No other books, just that one that was on that pedestal there. Some other interesting knickknacks. However, you do find there are some paintings on the walls, and they're down here deep in this cave. This like vault. I want you to roll a history check.
That is a total. Oh, this is gonna be insane.
How does
26.
Howland feel about all of this? What is his reaction?
Ask him.
What did you say?
26.
26.
He's
Pause.
not telling you.
Hal, how do you feel about all of this?
About all of what?
Stuff
all
being
this.
missing.
There's a
And
dead
everything's
body.
missing.
Everything's
Cards
missing.
gone.
I fought a kraken. I went to the Feywild for 30 years. A lot's happened,
Alright.
apparently.
You fought a Dracolich.
What's
Spoilers.
next?
Shadow dragon.
Moon.
A Shadow Dracolich.
A lot of very tiny zombies and things, and
You fought a lot.
I've seen things. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Alright, just
Um,
curious.
Yeah.
Except
Something you do find as well,
At this
though, is
point, it's just sure, why not?
there is a like a weapons rack,
Mm-hmm.
and looking through here, and it doesn't say specifically what it is. It's just like assorted weapons. I'll get back to your history check in a second. However, you find one particular weapon in here that wasn't stolen. Perhaps zombie pirates and zombies and pirates and pirates and zombies aren't really known for zombies aren't really known for using weapons, and pirates aren't really known for their strength. They're more known for their dexterity. But you find a glaive, which appears to be a type of enchanted glaive.
No Arcana?
Sure. Actually,
Yeah.
just roll a d20.
Just roll D. Oh, so no Arcana. I can't have my Arcana modifier.
Just roll a d20.
Okay, that's a 10 then.
10. You recognize this.
Oh no.
This item is half its normal weight. It feels hollow. Almost like it's made... It appears to have some bone-like elements to it. But hollow... Oh my. This was made in the realm of the elemental air. Roll a d8.
Gosh. 1.
This apparently belongs to some sort of, like, Spellblade style fighter or arcane knight some long time ago who was related to the elemental plane of air. Roll another d20.
Add anything?
No.
10 again.
10. You can understand Aarakocra.
Oh my god!
Roll a d12.
This is not you saying just. This is what I'm rolling.
You learn a language of the DM's choice. You roll that's from the elemental plane of air.
So,
Is
Orin?
yeah.
Primordial?
No, Aarakocra.
Erico.
That they have a separate language?
They have their own language.
Do I permanently notice?
No, you just while wielding this weapon.
That's
Okay, I need
You
to
understand
write this
Aarakocra.
down.
So it's more of a trait of the weapon than a you.
What's his name?
I have a useless
The
spell
name of the
now
weapon?
called
It's a
Legend Lore.
roll a d12 first.
It's useless, but it
Yeah.
could be fun.
That's an 8.
One bar.
Muttering.
Muttering.
This thing kind of sputters with gusts of wind, muttering, and it mutters in Aarakocra.
What's it saying?
You can't make it out.
But it just adds to
The
your
harder
insanity.
you listen, the more faith.
That's what you needed, more voices.
Oh my gosh!
I start wondering if this is the glaive or just something I'm hearing.
You start to get the feeling that perhaps the glaive was for somebody else to find, and perhaps the cutlass from earlier was for somebody else to find as well.
I have a +1 to investigation. You really should have expected this to happen.
Okay, so what's it called?
I have a
It
negative
is
one.
the elemental glaive of air, I guess.
Which is
It have a
muttering glaive.
Yeah. Sputtering glaive.
Sputtering glaive.
It is a stutter, guys.
Okay.
+1 cutlass of Eliana.
Okay, so nose
Sorry,
Aarakocra.
Mikaela.
No.
It just worked.
Actually, it felt like it was
Coke.
hollow.
I'm
I was
probably
thinking
spelling
maybe
this
like
wrong,
a
but I
wind
don't care.
From a certain
Aarakocra.
we all know them.
What's the damage, like stats?
It is 1d10 reach. Strength based.
1d.
Two-hand heavy.
Yes.
2 hands.
So essentially, if someone who focuses on strength, high,
Hi.
only person at the table, use it Instead of having a 5-foot melee range, you have a 10-foot melee range.
Too bad you don't want to give up your cool
We
sword
can
though.
trade.
But if you were to use that, you couldn't duel great swords because you'd be using that.
Okay, so
But the catch is, your great swords don't deal magic damage.
They do not.
This does deal magic damage.
okay, so
Oh, it's a
is
plus
it-
1.
Yeah, +1. +1. What is the so it mutters, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. I look at this with disdain, but I hold on to it because I'm not sure what else to do with it, and I don't want to leave it here.
Yeah. Morwin, if someone would like to message Zach, finds
I got it.
a
It's mine.
Frostbrand dagger. So when he makes an attack with this magic weapon, target takes an additional 1d6 cold damage. While holding this weapon, they have resistance to fire damage.
Hey, join the club.
In freezing temperatures, it sheds bright light for 10 feet and then dim light for another 10 feet. As a bonus action, this dagger will have more ice grow out of it and turn into a short sword. It will also extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet. Over the course of an hour, it will melt back down to the size of a dagger.
Frostbrand dagger.
Frostbrand dagger.
Oh, the 26 for the paintings.
Yes, 26 paintings. You find an interesting figure in one of these paintings. A powerful warrior woman is prominently featured in one of these paintings. And this is known from the folklore of your people. Your people came from Knoken, kind of moved all around, then moved back to Knoken after various trials and tribulations. You kind of have this history of like Knoken is always your home, but there's always strife going on there and kicking you out and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like instead of enslaving the Irish kept leaving and coming back. But this is the warrior woman Skaha, and she is wielding in her hand a spear that has many prongs and barbs at the tip of it, and she is surrounded by what appears to be 6 warrior men who had tried to kill her, and they have like thorn bushes sprouting out of their bodies as they're rooted in place and are in various stages of decay. And the title of this is Skaha's Garden. And what's curious about this is a myth that has existed. But as you look at it, Skaha's eyes seem to kind of follow you no matter where you walk.
I'd like to roll Arcana.
Okay?
That is 30. No, that's more than 30. 20. It's a 22.
22. You think it's not magic, you think it's just kind of an optical illusion thing. You look away, you look back, and no, they don't follow you anymore. And the detail is too rich in this tapestry to have been, oh, we're just gonna make this thing based on this mythology. It's like somebody wanted to record something real, something powerful, and we're somewhat afraid of everyone just knowing it was true. Perhaps if it was a legend, it would inspire without the danger behind it.
You put your weapon away. Too many whispers. You're like, alright, now I'm
I would
seeing
like.
things.
So this is a whole painting.
This is a huge, detailed tapestry. Huge. It's not actually. It's a large painting scale. It's a small tapestry scale. So it may have been part of a larger tapestry.
So it's a tapestry.
It's a tapestry.
I'd like to take the tapestry down, fold it up, and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, everything else has been taken. Why not?
You're like, whatever at this point.
This
Why
is
not?
a bit more relevant.
If Law wanted to defend his territory, he would have. Oh wait, no, he's too much of a coward.
Skathath is spelled Scathach, right?
I think so.
My mom was here. She would have kicked all their butts.
For a second, I thought Corbin was talking about her mom.
That's why I'm
Sorry.
like, wait, what?
Our voices aren't that distinct. I have to make up one for her.
Anyway, so you put that one away. And you look over, and there are what appears to be sketches of other tapestries next to it. Small sketches. One is of another woman with a vine, perhaps coming from one of the dead person bushes on the other tapestry, coming out and just kind of wrapping around her arm, but not in a threatening manner, like she's controlling nature to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is another sketch, what appears to be of another tapestry, next to that one of another woman who appears to be more warrior than the one in the middle, but more nature-based than the one in the full tapestry you just put away.
Alright. Gonna take these sketches too.
Okay.
Sketches of tapestries. My inventory page is getting out of hand. This is what happens when you have the bag of holding. Can I roll history on these two figures in the sketch?
And you think I have a lot of stuff.
Sure.
I mean, I did add an extra page, but still. You should probably do the same. Make that a fully fledged page.
That is a total 21 history.
Do you like your pages just to like take up their own table at some point? Like, you just slowly add folds.
That's
and
what
they
I'm doing with my
become,
map for my book.
Like, how
seen a
Train Your
picture of the map
Dragon,
for my
his
book?
map
I've
just
not.
like all the little pieces unfold.
So this is the undetailed version.
Oh, he's got it.
So, you recognize,
I'll find it later.
and it's titled Skaha, Skaha's Garden. But it seems that she also had not pictured any of these things, but she's oftentimes associated with Aoife. Sometimes as a rival, sometimes as a sibling, it's unclear. And I'm trying to find the other one's names, because I didn't write them down.
What?
It's really loud.
Yeah.
For reference, Kelton was smacking his nose.
Like this.
You know, vibrates and the whole room is filled with the music.
I was like a third as
I
impressive
was
as
showing
the drummer.
Caden a song, and I turned up the volume really loud, and it shook the walls, and I'm like, oh, too loud.
No, I don't care about.
More deaf people in the world, more business for me.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay, sketches of what are their names?
Skaha,
I got that one.
and then there's also. Hang on, it's written right here. Gosh dang it.
Just turns into a laugh the more pictures you add.
Bodmal and Leah Luachra.
Can I have spelling?
BODHMALL.
Okay, and this one.
And LIATH.
LIATH
Second name. LUA.
LUA
CHRA.
CHRA.
And you see Irish is pronounced phonetically except when it's not, and you pronounce these syllables except for the ones you don't, and it depends on region. So in
Also,
your face-
vowel. Also, consonants change depending on what vowel they're next to.
It's a very simple language, I'm sure.
A, O, and I make like S-I, she.
So anyway,
S-I would be pronounced she.
That's so weird.
It makes it S-H.
that's why banshee is spelled banshee. Anyway,
Well, this was fun.
yeah.
Looking around for any information on the Ghost King.
Okay, I continue looking around, and
Yeah, I don't see anything.
That's a 2.
2.
On a D4.
All right.
So that's a 10. So investigation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a 11.
11. You
If
feel
rolling
a draft.
investigation, I roll a D4 and get a 15. So
You feel a draft in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only airflow, as far as you can tell, would be from up here. So the air should be very still in here. There has to be airflow coming from somewhere else in order to actually form a draft.
Wait, are you actually?
Everyone look
Nature
around. There's
check.
another. There's something else
Go
everywhere.
for it.
There's another room somewhere.
Oh, this is Hallen.
trying to check what his nature is against mine. Nope.
You have a wife, you know. I have a character sheet. I don't want to deal with that.
That's true.
17 for nature.
Okay.
By the
11.
barbarian.
You also feel a breeze, and
That's a 19 for nature.
the book seems to be right here. The airflow's here, and it seems to be going from like the other side of this pedestal here.
Ooh, I want to move the pedestal. Oh, you're already right
Yeah, I
there. Everybody's suddenly paying attention to air?
Make an athletics check to push the.
18 plus 7.
Okay, you put your shoulder against it, and for a moment it feels like something's gonna budge. Then it feels like your shoulder's gonna budge. Then, and you push aside to another trapdoor underneath the pedestal where the Bard's MacGuffin was. There is a very tight, narrow spiral staircase made out of the same stone the King of Ghost Crypt was made out of.
Hey, Smee!
Who would like to go first? Huh?
I call it. Let's go.
I stop you.
You offered. I'm going anyway. I haven't done anything.
Is there anyone
Okay, fair.
who will not fit down there?
Yeah, me?
You could fit, but you're gonna be going sideways.
There's a lot of people
And-
that probably
and,
want
yeah.
to go down, so I'll just wait.
Plus,
you
if
know?
you slip, we're all going down with you. It's going to be a lot of D6s.
I
Yeah.
may try to push it back over.
Alright, so who all is going down?
I'll go down. How much of
I'll
the
go
gods
down.
probably go with us?
Rhea's first.
You're going down?
Yeah. If you and
Are
Devotion want
is
to
other
stay
you
up
going down?
top,
He has wings.
I will have...
The wings aren't always out.
Hallen will go down,
They look
Okay.
like
and
normal
he
people
will
until they
leave
use their like fly ability.
He looks
Uh,
big. That's why.
Devotion and... he'll leave Revendev to guard.
That's not the word I would use, but sure.
No, but it's funny.
Okay, actually, Tessa's gonna stay up as well. Just keep an eye
Fine.
on the bookends.
Actually, this is more like neat.
She also Feywild for a long time. Oh look, necromancy stuff is underground in a terrifying cave. I'm gonna stay up here. As you guys head down, she kind of looks over at you.
Hey.
You're the other one. Well, hello. I'm not sure we really had much of the time to meet.
No, it's been pretty busy. I'm Nuria.
Hi, I'm Tessa.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
What do you think of all this?
Well, last time I was here, I didn't understand what was going on because I didn't speak Common.
Oh,
But now I speak, 8 languages? So,
wow. It's impressive.
yeah, I had a lot of time to kill and a lot of practicing to do. And yes, my daughter actually wrote a cipher we can communicate in.
Oh,
It's
cool.
very nice to have your own little language. Just to have a bit of a question.
Sure.
Because I've traveled in a family unit for a very long time. I learned some skills in order to survive when I was young in the Feywild.
Okay.
And then I kept them secret. No need to tell people I had power. They were
That's
taking
fair.
care of me, so why put that at risk, especially since I didn't speak the language. And then I started adventuring as a family in the Feywild. So I'm quite intrigued by people traveling together who aren't family. What's that like?
Oh god. There's a lot of arguing. We have to decide as a group where to go, and everybody has their own different opinions. When I saw your family traveling together, I thought that must be so cool because, like, you have similar mindsets on what you want to do and when you want to do it.
Not always.
Not always for anybody, honestly, but I thought that'd be just so neat because I've always traveled in like a mishmash group of people, and either one person takes the lead or they have no idea nobody has any idea what's going on.
So, what do you think of the young one, Rhea?
Specific. She's awesome. She's a lot of fun. I think she's old and yet has a lot to learn. It's really weird. Elves are weird.
I'm a living contradiction.
Yeah.
I do feel like there's a lesson to learn there, that we always have something to learn.
That's true. Yeah.
And of the it's Sarah, correct?
Yes.
The blue tiefling? Yes. What do you think of her?
I really like Sarah. I'm gonna be honest. While she's down there and can't hear me, like I like highly respect Sarah. She went to school for a really long time. She has tried to help a lot of people. She's very set in her ways. Like she knows what's right and wrong, and she's really good with talking with people. Not necessarily to me, but she tries. You know, we all try.
And I'm gonna say Morwen's up here also looking at things. Oh, Morwen, dear, don't knock that over. Oh, and you stubbed your toe.
So Zaki takes 1 point of stubbing damage.
He takes 1 point of emotional damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Would I recognize this dragon scale as being from Eliana?
You should.
Yeah, quite. Make a medicine check.
Make a
You have a
medicine
very good
check.
memory.
That is not gonna be great.
You do have an excellent memory, but it's been more than a month since you've last seen Eliana.
That's a 7 on my medicine.
7. These scales seem to be too small to be from a full-grown dragon, and these bones seem to be much more humanoid than draconic in a lot of ways, but much denser than you would expect most humanoid bones to be. You're not a doctor, you're a lawyer.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so like somebody killed a young dragon and skinned it and then made some magic with some nearby bones. And gold dragons are good ones, but bad people, you know? Hey, like
So
the pirates are bad people. They probably killed the good dragon because maybe there's like, hey, if you're traveling through my turf, you don't recognize this as Eliana particularly.
Okay.
I think
I'd like
me
you
and
two
Corbin-
to plug your ears.
why?
Actually, no. Just go to the other room. Go to the other room. We don't want to run this risk because if they hear.
Them to the other room. Okay.
Talk about the weather of this cave.
Okay. Wow.
Wow, this cave's weather is surely amazing.
Do you see any moss down there?
Oh, there's plenty of moss. Plenty of moss.
How is the tiny stairs?
Ah, the moss. Yes, the moss covers the stairs.
Morwen, dear, stop stubbing your toe.
Morwen, dear, don't eat the moss. Oh dear, she's become a moss monster. Oh, Morwen has made nothing but
man.
moss.
And now she's making tea. How did?
Now she's making tea out of
Okay, so
herself.
How did she even get
So
the
she's
water?
using her moss powers to make tea.
Thing is being rolled. It's another 5.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
What are you
What
trying
was
to get?
this?
Like,
Yes.
Orange slices.
what roll will?
15.
15?
Yeah. But I didn't. I got a 5.
I'm excited though. I'm really excited.
All right. Yeah.
This magical man.
All right. So you So where was you like? So what do you think of Morwen?
She's just such a dear. She's I don't know. I think she's getting along just fine. I kind of nod at her like we're doing pretty good.
She's not dead yet, so that's a thing.
Slowly
surprising
getting
enough,
stronger,
considering.
which I appreciate. And well, I appreciate anybody getting stronger, but she's great.
What do you think of Smee?
Oh, she's a nightmare in hell. I mean,
Praising the rest of the party.
think-
What about me? Oh my gosh, she's
I
the
think-
devil incarnate.
I think me and Smee could get along, but for some reason she does not want to talk to me to get past whatever the heck is she's dealing with. So I'm kind of ignoring her now to see if that will work. Ultimately, I think she has a lot of issues and needs to work them out.
Yeah, I think something's a bit similar in some ways to Smee. You know, there's,
Do I know? No, I wouldn't notice. Am I
There's-
kidding?
there's a lot of times
It is.
I was in a strange place surrounded by strange people. Sometimes it seemed like they wanted to help me. Sometimes I wasn't sure. I couldn't understand them all the time. I just felt like there was this beast inside me that just wanted to come out.
I thought so as well, with Smee in particular, which is why I thought maybe teaching her how to release her anger and becoming a barbarian would help. And now she's just angry and running around like...
She turns inside
I don't
out.
know.
Like an adolescent.
I'm trying to get closer with Smee, but it feels like every time I try something, it pushes her further away.
Well, I guess that's where we're different. So what with me is, especially because I didn't understand what people were saying,
Right.
I tried to insert myself as very friendly, agreeable, and helpful so that people wouldn't discard me. I think something's different with me. I feel like something's changed, that she feels it's safer to put up a wall instead.
Yeah.
Because if you never get attached, you can't get hurt, I suppose.
I understand. I mean, everybody I think has their own walls that they have to deal with, and honestly, moving from team to team, I could get that, but
You had a pet Pegasus die.
I mean, we all fight for each other. We all, like, I'm sure you as a family who fight together, like, your bonds become...
Sometimes we fight together too, but yes.
Your bonds become so close at a certain point because of how many times you've saved each other's life. Like, you become brothers and sisters in arms, like...
And then there's my daughter, and she just kind of gets like, yes, sometimes,
Doesn't like her toenails, cuts off her foot, you know, that kind of thing.
yes, but we have to tell her that self-mutilation is not acceptable. It's... Okay, I know, Mom. Yes, dear.
I appreciate that side of Barbarian, and I give her a fist bump. But
Please don't encourage her too much. Well,
not my path,
I
but,
think-
you know.
it's not much of my business. Perhaps I'm too much of a busybody, but
Not
Don't-
at all.
Smee's gonna push.
Yeah.
And she'll push more. And I'm sure she's gonna push even more. But if you never give up, maybe not making progress.
Yeah.
But just, she knows someone's always there who will have her back. Even if you part ways on those terms, she'll remember you fondly.
Thanks.
Okay, now that she's suddenly inserted, hopefully helpful vibes, back to you guys.
Those of us who actually matter.
Got it. Let's see. How can I destroy these vibes in the most efficient way possible?
Thunderwave.
Narya, how about...
I'll fight you with my strength up if you fight me with your dex weapon.
So you start heading
I'm just gonna
down,
make a trade with you for something. We're gonna rummage through our stuff.
head down and down, down the spiral staircase.
Down to Goblin Town.
And eventually you find
Oh yes.
things written in Abyssal. Does anyone here speak Abyssal?
I think my wife does.
I'm pretty sure she does too.
And we kept her up there.
Well, you can call her down.
Honey, demons are here. Can you please read this?
Demons are here again.
Both me and Helen speak Infernal.
Did I say Abyssal then?
You
Yeah.
said Abyssal.
Dang it.
Did you mean Infernal? Did you mean demons or devils?
You know what? I'm trying to think about that.
Honey, demons down
There's
here.
demons down here. Can you read this?
I'm just handing you God Squad sheets, so I don't.
Love that.
Just keep your family on hand, so I don't have to.
That is such a cool idea to have a
Take
whole
care of your
family.
offspring, please.
Is this all of them? And did I hand you anybody else by accident?
Appears to be all of them.
Okay.
1 wife and 4 children. And then a white picket fence.
Do any of them who are down there with you speak?
My wife.
Okay.
So you call the wife.
Yes, I'd like to call the wife down here to read the writing on the wall.
Oh, excuse me. Apparently, I have to go down to the creepy, dark, evil cave and read something that's written in the devil's tongue.
No problem. I will keep your daughter from murdering herself. It is the daughter, yes?
It is. Alright, she's not gonna do it.
You're actually rolling to see if she would murder herself.
You hear Tessa's footsteps. And then you hear a blood-curdling scream.
Do we all hear this?
What?
Yes. Hallen,
Found a
Doesn't
spider.
How it doesn't react.
Doesn't doesn't.
Wait. Whose blood curdling scream?
Yeah, do I recognize the person?
It sounds like Tessa.
Crud!
I take off running.
Okay,
I look down the hole.
you can't see her.
We're already
Well,
there.
crud!
Why are they leaving
I
now?
don't know. We went down the hole first.
Come on! I mean, I like.
I'm just waiting for my turn to do something.
Ben, stick your head forward close so I can read your lips through the reflection of the window.
Doesn't say anything.
What?
There are 2 blood-curdling screams!
Didn't we already go
We
down?
already went down.
Yeah,
there.
you guys are already down.
Okay.
I run to the edge and try to look down. I guess I'm
Okay.
like trying to see without technically going down.
It's
because
a
tight
spiral
fit.
staircase, but you can kind of cram your way in there.
Oh god, I'm gonna cram my way down the freaking hole. Alright, I'm going. I'm going
You
down
cram
the
your way
hole.
down, and you turn on the corner, and you see suddenly, you kind of end up running headfirst into something kind of comfortable.
I hate that. I hate that.
That's a weird
I hate
description.
As you run down, panicked, wanting to make sure your friends are okay, you end up accidentally in the middle of a group hug
I was about to say. You
as
fell into a beanbag chair.
Tessa and Smee both see you and just kind of as you come down, and Tessa now just kind of wraps in a hug. See? And looks at you. See? I knew she cared.
What?
You see Smee give the first genuine laugh you've heard out of her.
Freaking what? What was
Everyone's
the scream? Why are
And
you
a rather
hugging
hideous
me?
smile.
They pulled it.
Acting as if she was mid-conversation. See, I told you she cared. And she...
Oh, you freaking jerk! I'm going back up the stairs. God! Thought you were actually gonna I'm just
Yeah, Smee gives a horrible cackle as she walks back downstairs.
You go up and there is Devotion kind of giggling. Oh yes, Mom's actually a bit of a prankster.
Freaking heck!
She heads on there and goes to read the devil's tongue speak.
Stupid spiral staircase.
She reads. And then abridges. So, that's interesting. It appears that some of what we know about folklore is wrong from the ground up.
What do you mean?
Well, it says that this
First
Marvel
of all, Brown
life.
is a lion turtle. Second of all,
Marvel
the
life
Avatar.
was an ancient elven king from the Second Era.
Who was?
Marvel life.
Marwai.
He conquered much of eastern Celico. However, he realized he'd either continue his conquest to the west and cross a massive desert, or he could cross the sea to the east and try to take a rumored continent over there. He made his way to folklore, being an in-between point. He had, by this point, he was a Lich King and had attracted many powerful followers and many people who were following him because of his power. That included some followers of lore. It doesn't say here whether they were recording or aiding or forced to be along with him, but they were here nonetheless. But the internal strife among some of the clerics, so they were clerics, turned them against him. And these turncoats asked Lore to intervene, but that's against their nature. However, Lore did guide a hero to the island who supposedly slayed the Lich King. In return, those clerics were ordered to stay on the island, but were granted the Book of Lore to have a view into the outside world.
So the entire history of this island is a lie.
It says over here this is more recent and written in a different tongue. Yes, it says that many generations later, well into the Third Era, the clerics of lore and other few inhabitants who were here were driven out by roving bands of orcs who had taken disease and then took this as an island and removed orcish control for nearly
Purple
1,000
kangaroos.
years.
Come
I hate
on.
Fresno.
For about 1,000 years.
I'll bring you air from Idaho.
Supposedly it was
Cinnamon.
merchants and armies who collectively joined together to take folklore back to make international trade possible. But it says here that clerics of lore behind the scenes influenced this decision so they could take back the site and gain control of the Tome of Lore again.
I'd like to roll history, by the way, on the if I recognize the king.
Okay, go for it.
That's going to be a total 26.
You know nothing of this.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Dang.
That is eerily similar to the epitaph. They cursed him for he was cursed to not be remembered.
Indeed, he was.
It's unclear if that's a curse as much as they actively went to remove everything, or it could be a curse, or both, for that matter. I mean, modify memory is a spell.
True.
And bards get it, and lore is a god of a lot of bards as well. And this priory is known for training bards. So, yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Mina takes notes on this for historical purposes.
Why would they leave that down here, though?
Well, I
Not
suppose.
that I'm here, but
I'm going to take it you guys got what you wanted, and you're now up
Whatever,
and
yeah.
communicated.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose,
Is that all that was down there?
yeah.
Okay.
It was a spiral staircase and then tiny room.
Got it.
I suppose
What's his name again?
it's M-A-R. Oh, you actually wrote it down. It's deaf
Oh, it's literally just deaf.
in Welsh.
It's Welsh for deaf or Icelandic for deaf?
Welsh.
Oh, okay.
So it seems that it's contrary, if I remember correctly, to lore to completely erase history, to destroy all record of something. That's contrary to their belief, what they stand for. However, they seem apparently believe this man to be so terrible and so evil they wanted to, but therefore had to keep some record somewhere, and decided to bury it as far as they could, underneath the Tome of Lore that was given to them by their god. And then place it in the most powerful seal they could. Perhaps that seal being broken was part of what's happened.
Yes. Question is, who broke that seal?
Is it the Tome of Lore? The
Wait,
Bards
no,
MacGuffin?
we know who that was. Thanks, Ufract.
Yes.
They're the same thing?
Yeah.
It wasn't Uthrak who broke that seal.
Who?
how do you know?
It was Anton, wasn't it?
Anton broke the seal.
It was a man by the name of Anton. He stole the book and tried to turn himself into a god.
Well, if I
That
ever
was
find-
why I needed to get this feather. But apparently no one cares anymore.
Well,
You've just been
if I
every
find
time-
him,
every
rest
time you
assured
see
he shall
something,
be
you just
strung
pull
up by
out
his
the feather and
owners.
go, waste of time.
Did he do that on purpose?
Take the book?
Well, undo that.
You had to undo that to take the book.
I suppose that's one of the problems and why lore is against destroying history. There's lessons and dangers in the past, and if we forget the past, we might repeat or unleash those mistakes. I
Hence the
suppose
importance of your history class, kids.
the boy acted out of intention and research intention to get the book, but had no idea that the book was related or that the seal was related to something more dire. Also, does anyone hear any stomping last night? I could have sworn while we were walking we heard stomping. I saw the giant eagles and the hippogriffs and the koalas flying above us, but I could have sworn I heard stomping nearby, but
I saw
never
water
that I
moving.
saw it.
I saw water moving in a puddle.
Do we remember stomping?
No.
Okay.
Well, I assume this is all we're going to find here. We should probably head back to the mountain.
It is currently like nighttime, like midnight right now.
We
should
should also
stay here
take a
tonight.
nap.
Okay.
Maybe not in here.
In the room down at the bottom of the stairs, we will all sleep there.
And then someone
Just
just
stack
covers
yourself up the
Up the stairs.
up the stairs. Okay.
Oh, find a room that doesn't have any zombies in it. And
How about we go up to the room above this and
Yeah.
stay there?
This room.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
In the amount of time that we're staying in that room, would any of us have noticed the hidden Eliana body?
It wasn't.
It's not
Eliana's-
Eliana's
just
body.
wasn't Eliana's body.
Just run one more investigation check to see if there's
No,
anything
the
in here.
sword was
Sure.
made
Make
from-
one more investigation check.
Sword was
Well,
from
all the
Eliana's
same.
body.
That's still a 10.
10.
Her failure.
You look under a table.
Success.
And you see, around the corner where the dead half-orc woman was, there is a half-orc man. And he has some intact books on him.
Books?
Books. Pulling through, they appear to be written by himself. And you see this is hefty vernacular. And this is all very deep poetry.
Gosh.
Some of it's better than other parts of it. Some of it is actually, in fact, truly, like, deep and touching. And some of it is like, dude, she's just not that into you.
I will
Get
take
over
this.
it. You don't have to write about hell and purgatory and paradise and write her into paradise and also bash various popes you don't
I'm
like.
sorry, are you making a reference to Dante's Inferno?
You also don't need to
Purgatorio?
write her in to a stupid Raven book.
Yes,
I'm
he
just
is.
talking about poets in general now.
Okay.
Look,
Screw you, Wordsworth.
Hefty vernacular.
hefty vernacular is poetry.
I will be taking this
It's a
to
neat
share it
read.
with the world.
Did we meet
Uh,
him?
No, you only ever met Hefty Metal.
Hefty Metal, okay.
But his sister, Hefty Bag,
Alright.
and she's a pop star with plastic surgery. She was a glamour bard.
Yeah.
And
Hefty Vernacular.
Hefty Vernacular. He would actually College of Whispers
Alright.
because he would pull into very deep poetry to confuse and terrify people because they just like, is he alright? I feel like he might not be okay. Is his mental health okay? Let's not ask him about it. In fact, let's just go, wow, deep, and then not actually address the issue. Wow, this guy talked at length about how he planned on killing himself. Let's just go, wow, deep, and not ask you, are you okay, English teachers? Anyway, this isn't personal at all.
So yeah, screw you, Wordsworth.
Yeah. So you have met the entire Bag family. Sorry, the Hefty
I
family.
was gonna say the hefty bag.
You met the Hefty family. So it's heavy metal,
Wow.
plastic bag because plastic surgery,
Yeah.
and then just heavy thoughts and words.
Heavy vernacular. That's
Heavy,
hilarious.
Heavy
Alright,
stuff.
we sleep. We wake up.
We
Did
should
anything
post
attack
watches.
us?
I
We-
want everyone,
Post watches.
and you have a lot of people now,
Yeah.
to make wisdom saving throws.
I'll roll.
Another one of these things. Another magic sleepy thing that no one actually likes, but Ben keeps forcing us to do.
I'll take some of them.
Thanks, Matt.
Mad Mercer is the worst. Never met a worse man in my entire life.
Okay.
You met him?
Exactly.
Shall I
Okay.
roll for Morwen, or she still stubbed her toe?
Yeah. Roll for more.
She stubbed her toe and she's
Oh,
unconscious.
nat 20. She's fine.
Oh, right. Good for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said
So,
Wisehood.
You know what? Let's just go down in order. You for
14 and 20 for... Or, I'm 14.
she's
Morwen is 20.
okay.
This is wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay, for Smina. That is. Oh, that's not good. That's a 9.
Okay.
For
So
glory.
Don't forget you have +1.
Oh,
Jeez,
29.
glory.
I'm fine. I was
Hi.
laughing at him.
She was laughing at
That's a
that.
23
Okay.
for glory. She has a +8.
Clerics, yo.
Okay, Hope. Hope gets a 17.
Okay.
Devotion. Oh, devotion. You poor child. Oh, devotion. You poor child. She rolled a 3.
Okay.
What's my own thing? Sarah has a 17.
Okay.
Hallen has an 11. He rolled a 3.
Wow.
Tessa has an 8. She also rolled a 3. And Reverence has a 16.
Okay.
So,
Who is below 15?
mm,
Naria,
me,
Smee,
Devotion.
Devotion. Just pull all these character sheets like in a pile, please, so we can just keep them straight.
Oh my gosh. Who invited the God Squad here?
All of these fail.
Okay. So
Not sorry,
everyone
all of
else at the
these. Not
moment,
glory, not hope.
kind of shelve your character sheets. Actually no. Those of you who succeeded, you wake up.
Oh, congratulations.
It's just you in the room. Everyone else isn't here.
Those who succeed?
Those who failed
Okay.
are not here. For those of you who failed, you are kind of in a haze, kind of in a dream as you have drifted off to sleep. And you feel the need to return to what's right, how the world should be, to how this island should be. And these structures that shouldn't be here anymore, they're wrong, they're in the wrong places. But there's the Colosseum, there's the Mausoleum, and a few other eums probably along the way.
Is there a museum?
Yes, there is a museum, but we're not going there. And you find yourself dreaming of pickaxes or sledgehammers or other heavy implements as you break and tear away this new second skin that's grown over like a scab over what was supposed to be raw and red and pulsing with life. And you begin removing and pulling away everything until you get to the true surface.
It's like that one book.
So, those of you who are awake, with no one else, with your family and friends gone. So wait, so Dad's gone.
Mom's gone too.
Yeah, let's just.
Mom's
pull
gone,
out
Dad's
who's
gone.
here.
Smee's gone.
Smee's gone.
Smee's gone.
Naria's gone.
Nari's gone.
Devotion is gone.
Devotion's gone.
They are still there.
Oh my gosh.
So, Hope, Glory,
Oh god.
Reverence, Sarah, and Rhea surpassed. Wow, you split us in half pretty evenly.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a.
Well, what about
nice
Morwen?
split.
What did Morwen roll?
She's not.
Oh,
no,
she's not 20, yeah.
Uh,
she's still there.
Morwen is a goblin.
That makes sense.
And okay, so waking up, Hope looks around. She's curious. Sticks her head upstairs. Runs back down. Did anyone say they were going somewhere?
I didn't hear anything.
No, they're supposed to be here.
I don't like this, and I don't have a mini, so she bamps out her best boy golden retriever.
Bamf.
Bamp.
Bamf.
Where would they have gone?
Grab a
Trying to find something
Barrel.
that I think
Yeah,
I
Bamf
wrote
barrel.
on the
Bamf
other
barrel.
thing. He's a boy.
Let's
I left it.
He's a good boy.
let's
He's a
go
good
let's
boy.
go find them, I guess.
Well,
Something
it's
like
pretty
that.
late. I'm trying sending to Smee. Where the heck did you go?
You hear kind of something fuzz in the back of your head, but it's not important. It's
Noise,
not
noise,
not
noise.
real.
Everything's trying to
Noise,
talk to me
noise,
all the
noise.
time.
Garbled response. And there's like, after she's gone out of Riestrad, when she has the weird kind of out of it, this is not that weird kind of out of it. This is
special kind.
this is a special kind, and she's talking about get to the surface, the true layer,
Get it off.
what must be right.
Still here.
Who do I talk to?
Smee just kind of answered to get to the surface because something's not right. I think she's not right in the head wherever she's at.
Try somebody else.
Well,
Nah, that's okay.
okay, on the way
I'm
here.
gonna go.
Isn't it still nighttime?
No, it's morning.
Okay, we have reached morning time.
For those of you who didn't fail, mark that you've regained your hit points, that you've regained your spell slots, rages, etc.
Do we do that for us?
No.
We will get there when we get there.
Oh gosh.
When they get there.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Gosh, my life in Fresno is a meaningless mess of allergies.
It is, isn't it? Allegra.
Welcome to the club. I'm not even sure if I can have Allegra anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because, you know, stuff interacts weird with the insulin. Or
Alright, sorcerers, how does it work?
Oh yeah.
Where's your spell sheet?
It's on the front page.
No.
Written on the very bottom. I don't think we ever gave him this.
He knows the light cantrip.
He's currently going, Dad? Dad? Okay, I am the man. I am the man now.
Here's careful, heightened and twin spell.
Rapidly.
arcane.
Okay, I'm gonna go
You can
up
steal
and
from
I'm
the
going
cleric
to
list,
stealth.
so there's that. Give him spell while you have
7
him.
to stealth.
Gosh.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
But
Slam. Yo, there ain't zombies in here!
She feels stealthy.
Feel stealth.
You're like, dun, dun, dun.
I'm like,
oh,
You
and
throw
I
the
drop-
hood up of your cloak.
Mask of the Wild, but I'm over here going.
You throw the hood of your cloak and you're dun 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 as you're shedding a beacon of light off
I'm
of the
just
cloak.
crab walking across the floor.
No, it's Croc.
Does he know cleric cantrips?
You don't know.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Boyo.
Who wants to make a sorcerer from the ground up? Alright.
You do.
Is it dancing lights you hate? Or is it fairy fire?
Will be fairy fire. Dancing lights doesn't do much.
Oh, he can't learn fairy fire.
No.
Still, there'll be no annoying Ben.
Alright, so while he's doing that,
Anything up there?
In the top layer. There's one room you haven't been in,
But no one is around?
but no one's around. You go into these little courtyards between the rooms. You see like a practice dummy that's been hacked up, stabbed, impaled with like a short person with anger management issues. Just went ham on this thing. There's a name carved into like the ankle of a mannequin. Jim's.
Jim the Halfling?
Well, apparently this means I'm
Who's
the
Jim
only
the
one that's
Halfling
there.
again?
He's a cleric that stun locked a kraken.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jim's Kraken
The-
Bane.
The legend.
The Legend of Jim's Kraken.
Okay.
He
I
should
guess
be
go
written
look in
into
the
the
room
lore
and
of
then
the
look in
world,
the
just like
courtyard
as a
around
permanent
the building
fixture.
after
Legendary adventurer. Defeater of Krakens.
Legendary.
Why am I talking like Craig Land?
I don't know.
that. I don't know.
I don't know who you're talking about. Okay.
Go look at the room we haven't been
Who
into yet,
is?
and then go
Who
around
wants to play the
corner.
warlock? You don't have anyone at the moment. Would you like to play a warlock?
Sure.
They're entirely different.
Ooh,
I played a
is
warlock
this the
before. Would you
idea
rather me do it?
that I told you?
Nah, kind of no.
It's worth a shot. Let's try it.
Great.
All right.
Somebody hand her warlock.
Okay.
Now, here's the big thing. Did I give you spells? I did not. You have cantrips.
Yay.
It's fine. You only have 2 spell slots anyway, and but you do have all of these.
There's 11 spells up to 50.
Mage armor at will.
Okay.
Voice of the Chainmaster. It's a top
Oh, it's my friend Glory.
Okay.
And you can talk through them as long as we're on the same plane.
Wow.
Okay.
Ghostly Gaze.
Select those.
Have you played the Arkham games? You haven't, have you?
Alright, Fireball.
Assassin's Creed. Are you
Okay.
familiar with the concept
Yes,
of
yes.
Eagle Vision or Detective Mode?
Yes.
It's that
Gotcha.
for 1 minute. You have that
Oh.
for the rest of it. Give the Ever Living ones. If
Oh
you're
great,
familiar,
I'm
it's not
stuck
gonna
with
be
the
a
one
beat.
who has to be different.
If someone tries to heal you, you take max healing.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Okay.
The Warlock also doesn't have spells, so
So I guess I'm the
phone?
I'm the cleric then.
sure.
All right.
Unless you want to hand the cleric, and then oh wait, you're gone. Never mind. You should have a cleric.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Would you rather play the sorcerer?
I'm kind of could go either way.
I am at least familiar with how clerics work.
I am not at all familiar with how either works. So
Okay. Cleric is easier.
all right. Let's see. What are these domain spells?
They don't count against spells known.
So you always have them prepared.
Okay. War Priest, follow an attack for bonus action attack 4 times. But okay, so basically I get an extra attack as my bonus action.
Yes, but only 4 times.
Yes. Guided strike plus 10 to hit self. What?
You give yourself plus 10 to hit. an
Oh,
attack.
okay.
Yeah.
Guided strike and War God's Blessing plus 10 to hit for an ally.
Channel divinity. Turn undead. Bless you. Bless you. Each undead can see you. Oh, this is the turn undead thing.
So, important to note, channel divinity. You have options. You can either War God's Blessing, give someone else +10. Whatever the other one was, +10 for yourself, or turn undead, and you have a few uses of this.
Okay, so I can destroy undead of CR 1 or lower.
Yes.
Because that is the 8th level thing.
Yes.
Alright, War God's Blessing, +10 to hit ally. Wait, this is the same as the first one.
Yeah, it's the upgraded version where now you can help other people.
But why is it in both of them? Is it that just because like you wrote it here, then wrote it again here?
For what is it?
War God's Blessing. It's in Channel Divinity under level 2 and also in the one under level 6.
Oh, because it gets upgraded.
Okay, so you're just noting that it's been upgraded.
Yes.
Okay. Divine Strike, once per turn, 1d8 extra damage to an attack. That's pretty good.
I believe it's radiant for you.
That would make sense. And so, since I'm 10th level, Divine Intervention, action, you call your deity to intervene on your behalf. Describe these since it's used, you can roll percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, your deity intervenes. The DM chooses the nature of the intervention. If your deity intervenes, you can't use this feature again for 7 days. Otherwise, you use it again after you finish a long rest. Okay.
Do you want to attempt Divine Intervention?
Do I?
What level are you?
I'm level 10, so I have that.
That's nice.
You have, if you roll a 1 to 10
1 to 10.
on a percentile,
This person's wise.
Who's my god, Lore or Nomus?
Yesu.
Yesu. Okay.
The only decent god around here.
Okay, I judge people by their actions, not words. Fairness, most good preference.
I get
treatment,
the
blah, blah, blah.
charisma saving throw is like +7, so it's like the first time he tries doesn't work.
Rustic-
The saving throw, however, like his comeback is
Hospitality.
really.
Shield Master,
That's
bonus
not how it
action,
works,
shot
but
that's
after
okay.
attack, add
It's
shield,
not what you think of
dex
it.
saves, basically evasion.
His
I have an
comebacks are
iron
great.
pot.
I really
some
want to give
clothes,
reverence
some
counter
force
spell
back, a
just
holy
because I
symbol.
can. You know what? Yeah, counter spell.
Chainmail.
It's handy. It'll keep the family alive.
Okay, my shield gives me
Why
18
you were
AC,
fighting a necromancer? Why wouldn't you?
Yep.
80 hit point maximum.
Where are these people?
All right.
Or else then you have to find them.
Oh, great. Okay. People who are still awake and alive and working.
Reverence
Okay.
is ready for battle.
So, beyond the thing that's in the character sheet, basic rundown of Glory's personality.
Alright. So, Glory is the second-born child of Helen and Tessa. She was stillborn upon birth. And
Everybody panicked.
Savin revivified her using a diamond he grabbed from Sue very quickly. That diamond then embedded itself in her head and is now her crystal horn.
So her horns are made of diamond.
She has one golden horn,
Mhm.
which is
'Cause
what
it's
naturally
dark.
was what there was, and one that is
Diamond.
diamond crystalline. She is concerned and worried about that crystal horn. She's not sure, but she doesn't want to test it. You know the Greek hero who his life is tied to firewood? And then his mom got mad at him, threw the firewood in the fire and killed him?
Yeah.
Okay. She's kind of concerned that crystal, like, if this horn gets damaged, do I die?
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing to confirm or deny that. She has taken some pretty nasty hits to the head in her 30 years of living, but yeah. She has never been to the material plane before, where we currently are. She has lived her entire life in the Feywild. So she's a little disconcerted by how solid things are, how, to her it's unusual how predictable things are here. So she's a little more on edge than usual, but she is very skilled at keeping kind of her emotions in check and being empathic to other people because she is the eldest sister of the family.
Okay.
Barely younger than her brother.
General disposition.
Calm, firm, mess with my family, and I will glare at you. Hurt my family, you're probably gonna die.
We can talk to the
Okay.
body.
She, so Hallen is Mercy. He follows Yesu's Mercy. Basically, Yesu is the god of mercy and justice.
This is the justice one.
She is the justice to his mercy. So she would willingly accept someone's surrender if she believes them to be genuine. She wants to see people redeemed. She wants to see all that happen. But she's probably the first one to put the hammer down.
Yeah.
She's definitely... If Helen can't sort them out by the time they get to her,
She's
she is
the Old
judge.
Testament.
She's the Old Testament part, yeah.
Alright.
And she has a warhammer, I believe?
Yes.
So you can use it two-handed or one-handed with a shield.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I have a variant of her with a shield. Anyway.
Okay, I know what I'm doing now.
Alright. Where are
You have
you
questions about
going?
your
Upstairs. Up the ladder.
I am currently
Out in the
looking
world.
up what damage is for crossbow and short sword.
Oh, did I not pull that stuff in either?
They're not.
Up top.
They're not in there.
Fantastic. Okay, so you guys
So
head
I'm looking them up.
up top. Move the things.
Man has fallen into the river from Lego City.
Hey!
Rescue helicopter.
Hey! Killed the freaking rescue helicopter already.
Gosh, it's just the way Ben said that.
Alright, so you guys find yourself in this room.
Do you want to hold on to these for like just?
Yeah,
I want
sure.
Smina back by the end of the session if we don't find her.
Sure,
I-
sure. Where's my lighter? Sure, yeah.
I do. I
Some
just
laser
point
pointers.
them away.
Got a magnifying glass?
No, we have eyes and minute seeing.
Smina had those.
Oops.
Along with everything in the bag of holding.
You weren't sharing them anyway.
That's true.
I would have shared them if somebody asked me nice.
For what?
Okay, so
Nobody says please.
For what? We don't
you
even
guys
know
are
what you
currently
have.
up here.
Yes.
I know.
Doors out here
You
are
know
open.
what you have.
All of them are open?
The doors to this room are
Okay.
open. So you can see out in the hall. There's no one in the main chamber.
Okay.
Okay. You see,
Let's
this
go.
door is closed. Like when you close it,
Yeah.
this door is open.
Going to
haven't
give
gone
glory
into the other
of
room
what?
yet.
That
Can I
door
go into that
is
room?
closed.
Can I go into that
Is
room?
that who you're playing?
Yes.
What?
I want to go into
I'm
that
not
room.
in here.
All right. Rhea wants to enter the room. Rhea finds. Hi. Roll initiative, Rhea.
Are we all rolling initiative too?
Sure.
Are we over there? Or are we with them?
You guys are over there. They talk first.
Perfect. Oh, that's a cruddy roll.
Okay. 25 to 20.
19.
Ha ha! You sure 25's high enough?
It's not.
28! And then, Reverend's got a 2.
Thanks, Rev. So 20 to 15.
19.
All right.
But I think you were right about that.
Okay, 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
5.
Did I need to give you mine?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not here.
Your warlock is though.
I know. But all right, it's 13 for my warlock.
Okay.
You have not even
Grace.
seen my warlock.
And the warlock. You were. Who are you playing at the moment?
I'm playing glory.
Glory. Hope. Got it. All right. All right. Is that everyone? Oh.
2.
Rev.
Rev is 2.
Rev.
Alright, door open. and
First
fire.
open. Sarah. There are some 4 zombies in the room, and they start kind of their way towards you. What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cast Fireball on him.
Okay.
Just open the door.
You can get like all of them, can't you?
Yep.
Okay, and
Dexterity
Dexterity.
saving throws.
What's your safety DC?
Save DC is 17.
No. Heck no.
How many d6 does Fireball at 3rd level?
86.
Speaking of D6.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, they're dead.
I don't know. Ben's zombie's been rolling really well.
They have been.
God, it took so many hits.
Well, see, what's obnoxious about zombies
Those
is not
D6s roll
hard
really well, though.
to put down.
Hard
They're
to
just hard to
Don't roll them
keep down.
Don't roll them
But they
back.
also are, they're not hard to hit,
Yeah.
and they're terrible at hitting
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. But when there's a lot of them,
They're just annoying. They're annoying to keep track of. They're annoying to fight.
Well,
See,
17.
they're just annoying.
20.
In fact, other DMs
30,
have like added an infection mechanic.
31.
Okay. Yeah, they're all dead because this is in one burst. Yay!
that was easy.
Next.
Well, this room is open. There are incinerated zombie von Plombe. Yeah. You also see that the front door is open.
Front doors.
The front.
The one we couldn't open?
Correct.
Ah!
Or
We
did you?
probably opened it. Yeah, I was gonna say.
You guys even get to fight. How much XP do we get for that?
Oh yeah, zombies. Hang on. Those are 4 zombies in there,
4
Oh, I
zombies in there.
killed 3.
and there was 3 zombies earlier.
Oh yeah, those
I did
zombies.
that 3
What?
zombies.
So I killed 3.
zombies.
I killed 3.
I need Sminer's character sheet.
Well,
I'm just gonna say there were 8 zombies overall collectively that have been killed between everyone, and that's going to make it 200 XP
Yay.
Okay.
because zombies are the worst.
All right.
Okay.
I will
Somebody
add,
message Zach and tell him he has 200
I'm going
XP.
to insert on here that I have plus 200 XP next time unless you want to
See
hand it
your
back.
character sheet. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Where's the character sheet?
It's over here.
So investigation, see if there's any signs of anyone entering.
Make an
Aside from
investigation
the
check.
obvious front door. It's going to be 18.
18. The door looks like it was in fact forced out from the inside. And you said 18?
18.
It seems odd that you would have slept through it. Like that would have taken too much noise for you to sleep through. So it seems like either somebody has like telekinesis or something and just like thing, Magneto style removed all the nails, then the door opening levitates out. That's what Helen did. Or you guys are just really heavy sleepers. You were downstairs in a cave, so maybe it was just hard to hear.
Yeah.
But this seems to have been like an echo chamber. It seems not impossible that just sound didn't travel down that way. But it seems unlikely.
Spread out and see if anyone's hiding around here.
Do you think could have happened to them? It's not the voice. It sounds like my voice.
Aren't you?
Just do a French accent for your Irish character.
That was
Mocking you.
glory.
Okay.
Investigation, see if there's anyone else around here.
Alright, go for it.
Like in the Priory as a whole.
In the Priory as well. Gotcha.
Yeah. Another 18.
You look around the Priory. Looks like you have cleared it of zombies. And you find, Helen would care. You don't. You find various dead clerics. Some of them seem to be zombie clerics. And some of them seem to have been taken some degree of like cold. There's like knife wounds that have like frostbite. Where some of the zombies have been killed. And some appear to have been somewhat blown apart a bit, like with like Thunderwave, but more direct. You get the sense that somebody went through, and you end up actually searching around the back of the Priory just above a cliff that juts down to the sea, and you can see for miles just the ocean. But looking down kind of the cliff face, there are some bodies that have fallen along the way that appear to have all been undead. And apparently, some two-man group went through here, army of two style, and cleared out most of the temple on their own. Apparently what you guys got were the leftovers that you just didn't find.
Savin and Anton? Okay. What would Howland care about? You said I wouldn't?
Oh, Brother Anvard is dead.
Okay, yeah.
And hacked in many, many pieces. Yes.
14 to perception.
14 to perception. No one hiding nearby as far as you can tell. But it does seem like, you do see smoke in the northern distance.
How
The
far away?
northwestern distance. Great
Isn't that where
question.
Town is?
Smoke to the north.
Let me find. It
This
is
is
the
the
direction
direction
of
I settled on.
Town.
Smoke to the north.
Okay, it's not bad.
I will tell you how many miles when I find my map.
What's funny is when you start speaking in an accent, Ben starts speaking in an accent. It's very funny.
It is
He like
1,
takes
2,
yours
3,
and
4,
just goes.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's like a good 15-ish miles
Easy travel.
from where Tyrion Town is, actually, in fact, yeah.
The town, is it on fire?
Is that left over from you?
Hmm?
Is that left
Does it
over
appear that
from
the
you?
town is on fire?
Not like
Glory.
burning on fire, but like
I keep thinking she's talking to me, and I'm
Does it
like,
appear to be
"It's
coming
not
from the
there."
town?
it's usually coming from the town. If you knew the town was like inhabited, you probably wouldn't think much of it. Maybe they're having like a burn day or a bonfire or something. But like this town is basically uninhabited right now.
He's lived in California too
Okay.
long.
So I'm gonna go back downstairs and leave a note saying left for Tyrion Town,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna leave for Tyrion Town.
Okay.
We told somebody in
How
Idaho
large does the smoke look?
that
Is
we
it
had
like
burn
black,
days, and
white?
They just laugh. They're like, we don't
Um,
have that over here.
gray to black, like coal
Oh,
smoke.
like burning underbrush.
Well,
No, just burn.
Coal
in
smoke
general.
is
They can burn
white to
whatever
green,
they
but,
want
like,
when they want to.
ton of coal, train track style, grayish.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's me. Hi. No.
Gee, someone said the camp in a forest that they were doing undergrowth burning in. It was awful.
I was once in a summer camp I went to. Firefighters were in our camp, so we had to change locations. And that was before we got there. So we arrived at the address. Like, nope, you're over there. Yep. And one of the big things is we have, bonfires, and we burned effigies onto it. But we couldn't do it, so we ended up beating the crap out of these
You burned what?
effigies.
Oh.
Do you remember the college groups? They burned glow sticks. Pastor Mike
Yeah.
grabbed all the glow sticks and threw them on the fire.
Oh,
using
and
the
I had a
fuse.
headache.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it when I'm the mature person.
I hate my employer.
So yeah, say that on record a bit louder, please.
She's a witch and I hate her.
This is gonna be showing up in so many courts. Mikaela's gonna be like, "You did what to our character?" Said, "What about me?" And then Camry's boss is
I'll
gonna
say
be
that in
like,
court too.
Camry's
People
boss
who
is
don't
gonna be
take
like,
care of their
"Are
children
you
well
terrible?
are people who deserve my wrath."
You gotta get fired." And then I approve.
Indeed. This is the
This is his
mustache
final
that
form.
Aelin's grown. Aelin's mustache.
Dude, I found a funny thing today. Is the sign for aquarium? It's water museum.
You know what? Considering how often,
Fair.
how every time we check to see if a statue is a petrified person, I'm so disappointed we didn't do that when we encountered the petrified person in your campaign.
Oh, I
Do
knew it was
the thing.
petrified. Jackdaw just didn't care. It
Do the
was
thing.
so freeing playing a character who did not care about other people.
I wasn't sure what stuff to remind you guys of, or what stuff to just let you figure it out by
Yeah.
yourself.
I have
There's
a
so
couple of
many you.
ideas.
I was so quickly
If I
overwhelmed.
want to
like,
run by you
half the stuff
either
never
tomorrow,
happens.
if we play Mass Effect, will we be doing that?
I think so.
Alright. I'll do it then tomorrow then.
Unless you want to instead tomorrow do some forging.
Is that here?
No, it's at my boss's house, which is go down Herndon, you know where the hospital is. Keep going a bit further, that's where he lives.
Hmm. Maybe.
Cool. We'll make like a don't. A knife or something. Anyway,
Keep in mind though, I have no experience whatsoever.
I know.
You just take the hammer and just.
Basically what we'll be doing is either I'll be holding the metal and telling you what to do, or you'll be holding the metal and I'll be telling you what to do.
Alright.
Sounds fun.
And
I
maybe
love that.
maybe we'll make a dragon. Because I tried to make a dragon today, and it turned into then a crocodile, and then a depressed horse, and then a derpy
Aw.
dinosaur.
I'd like to cast Derpy Dinosaur.
So,
How about we meet
Turn it
here at 1 and we decide what we want to do then?
yeah, that works.
All right.
So, you guys start heading back towards Town.
Why you monster book?
Random encounters.
My ear hurts now.
Roll percentile.
Rolling percentile.
What was the voice I was doing again? I can't remember. No, I'm going to do a different voice probably.
35.
Nice shot!
Oh, you got a dead center.
Ooh, I like it when the memos double up. 55.
No dinosaurs.
With a decent goblin voice.
Alright, so,
Even to you.
we're just taking a while because,
What's your
Cambria is on the phone with her boss. So anyway, what's your 31?
41.
41. 40. Gosh, dang it! Stop rolling 41 to 44.
Do you want me to tell you what I actually rolled or what I wanted to roll?
What did you actually roll?
35.
Okay, let's look at 35.
55.
You see some scarecrows. 55.
I just want to fight the dinosaur.
Oh no, he's smiling! Cambria, get in here!
Do they have a brain?
I
Oh,
just want to fight
that's
dinosaur. I want to
Cambria, we're gonna instigate search and destroy tactics upon you if you do not
go this
return.
whole island arc without finding a single dinosaur.
Maybe you should expand their place on the table a bit. Just because,
he
you
said
know.
they were in multiple places, so.
Oh, they're all over the world now?
Well, no, on the random encounter list.
Oh.
There's multiple spots with dinosaurs, so it's entirely.
Yeah.
Could have.
Gosh, what?
55.
Okay.
55. Get in here. Stay away from Chaz and liquor.
She's my boss!
Burn the witch!
Not for long.
Roll percentile.
If I could. If you get 100, the witch burns.
I wish. 68.
If you roll a 100, you get 3 Tyrannosaurus Rexes. Did we say 68?
Yep.
No, okay. It's more hippogriffs that we don't care about.
So you
But-
rolled a 67 and a 68?
So close to a 69, guys.
As you guys are walking down, you hear a boom,
Wow, it's like that.
and
thing
you
we
see a
did for Drifting.
huge.
Is it a cloud giant
creature.
again?
Huge creature.
No, that's a large creature.
Hmm.
Pretty sure. This is a huge creature, which would be it's a 3x3 on the board. Grab a 3x3, please.
No, large is 3x3.
Large is 2x2.
Right.
What
So
type
we are
of-
medium.
Huge 3.
You know you're
Exactly that. You missed
Okay.
that.
Okay. Thank you.
That works. Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
But
Oh
my
my
boss
gosh.
canceled for yesterday for tomorrow. So I can go miniature golfing.
And you look over, and you see some creature that you have never seen before
Is it a giant?
in your entire life. It is giant.
I'm kidding.
It has like a turtle, large armored plate on its back.
There's a lion turtle
It
here.
has many small stubby horns on its
Hylosaurus.
plated head. And it has a massive club off the end of its tail. It's kind of and it sees you guys go and goes
What on earth is that?
Hope, what is that thing? Who? That's you.
It takes 2 steps back and assumes a defensive position.
Maybe it's best if we don't provoke this.
Yeah,
You think he'll come after us?
It has a club tail.
Do I know what this is?
Roll nature.
Woo! I do not. No, it's a 13.
So you spent your entire life in the Feywild.
Yes.
And you've met many Fey creatures, fairy type
It's
creatures,
not a tree.
even some celestials, some undead, and even the curious creatures in the Wee Folks' home plane. Some very curious things indeed. This seems not Fey. It's too big, thick, meaty, and bulky for that. From your hunting instincts, you understand that this appears to be more of a prey creature than a predator. Definitely defensive, naturally armored, and it's probably just as scared as you are of it. You have no idea what this thing is, though.
It's very cool. I have no idea. It's not Faye, that's for sure.
Just be one of those things that they said were written into existence?
Who knows? I'm gonna try a thing. I'm gonna thaumaturgy and try to make my voice boom 3 times louder, but I'm trying to intimidate it away.
Alright, make an intimidation check.
And I just yell, leave. Actually, that's pretty
close.
good.
That was close. She almost got a 1.
That would be funny, actually. There we go. That total 20.
No.
No.
It kind of plants itself firmer down. It doesn't have a shell to shrink into, but it kind of tends its shoulders back more and starts swinging its tail, kind of like a cat does when irritated.
I think that helped. Look, it's happy.
And it's going.
No, it's not happening.
It's not moving towards you guys. It's also not running away. You feel like it thinks if it runs away, that might be seen as a sign of weakness, and you might pursue.
I think it's
Maybe we should go around.
Seems defensive in nature.
I agree. It doesn't look terribly suited for running.
Is it like a bear, where if you get really big and scare it, it will just
You're not
run
Narya.
away? I'm not. I am Hope Mary Light.
Mercy light.
Mercy Light. Mary Light. I don't know.
Perhaps we should just continue upon
I'm
our
trying
way.
to do a little girl voice. I don't think it's working.
Have you forgotten our last name?
Yes.
Mercy light.
Yes. Also, we're now British.
You're
This is
21,
the
you're not a child.
This is the
I
closest
know,
I can
I'm
get to
really-
Australian.
That was pretty Scottish.
And it's not
I
great.
know.
It was
I'm
pretty
aware.
Scottish.
It was
for
pretty
Australia.
Scottish for Australian.
Well, you know what that means, though? It's South African.
Yeah.
That works. Right?
South
We're
African
South
accent,
African.
but I'm wrong.
We're South African then, eh?
Alright, I get you. It's fine. Whatever. Oh, bloody heck.
South Africans sound like you're trying to do a German accent, but the German accent's wrong.
It's like you're over trying to do a Scottish accent, and it's terrible.
Mm.
Basically, it's whatever you say it is.
Yeah.
Let's just
Well, my
go
point
around
still
and
stands.
avoid this thing.
Moving on.
So you guys walk around a dinosaur.
Yay!
Dinosaur!
It was 55.
Yes.
55 was dinosaur.
Okay, well, what's the 45?
45 was a
45 to 46
I
are
am
dinosaurs.
Stegosaurus.
Hello!
ASDF
Die,
video.
Oh.
Die, potato. Not today. I like trains.
You're
Throw
so confused.
the cheese!
Okay, 45
Hey,
right,
what's
this is an
this?
Allosaurus.
Okay.
If you roll a 100, that's 1d3 T-Rexes.
It's the funniest thing you've ever seen from really
D3?
far away.
Yeah. Most of the time they're like, it's 1d4 minus 1. Except when they forget that the standard playing... Anyway, whatever. So, you walk around the dinosaur, and now pushing into... hang on, I have written down travel pace. Yeah, so it takes a good half the day, basically, traveling at a normal pace to get to Tyrion Town.
I only have one of the magic weapons.
But no one knows I have it.
And you see several people. First you see
Thankfully, we're all spellcasters.
first person you see actually is a redheaded elven woman. She doesn't seem to recognize you or acknowledge you as she just kind of walks past carrying a load of stone.
Excuse me,
Jumps
miss.
off.
Ma'am?
You know
Ma'am?
what's happening?
To fix what was, to bring back what there should be. And she walks off.
Oh
That
no.
sounded like what you were saying.
They're
That's
under
what
that
Smee was
spell.
saying to me.
Alright,
She's
something weird's going on
You
here.
hear pickaxes, hammers, and you go into the center of town. Who here has been in Tyrantown before?
All of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who are new to Tyrantown,
All of us?
you. For those of you who are even newer to Tyrantown,
All of us?
Actually,
it looks.
like a town.
It maybe because now you're looking at it in the daylight more, because it was kind of
Dark.
late, and you kind of beeline for the crypt the first time, and yeah, it looks very run down, but also a lot of the buildings, some of the smaller buildings, have been leveled. And as you're watching, you see other workers walking back and forth. You see Torin using one of his shields as like a cart carrying a lot of rubble, and he dumps over and he goes to a small house. Level the field, places something down, walks away, and his tower erupts, bulldozing the building that was in place.
Was that torn?
And he walks back over and shrinks it back down, and just keeps going down the row, crushing.
I think we were the last
That's
ones.
incredibly effective.
Everyone else in the island seems to be under the spell.
At least, if they're not, they might still be in the mountain.
Sarah! You look over and there's Rowan. Are you alright?
I'm fine. What's going on?
I'm fine too.
That's good.
It seems that there's some type of
Did not
spell that they're under. I haven't tried slapping them out of it. I'm not sure if that would work. But, and if it didn't, and they all turned on me, I'd wanted a little bit of backup.
Might I be able to try dispel magic?
Good idea, but first, there is someone I'd like to slap first. Just try that one. So, do the dispel magic on a group, and then I'll just slap this one, and we'll see if they both work.
Alright, he's going to try using dispel magic.
Okay.
That only works on...
You see the redhead elvish woman, kind of in the distance, is like walking up a haphazard catwalk to help destroy part of a facade that's on the Colosseum. And you see underneath the stonework and the orcish architecture around it, there's that black obsidian-like stone that the crypt was made out of, and the underneath the Priory is made out of. And you see as she trips and she falls and lands several feet down on her arm and into an unnatural position. And without reacting, she just kind of stands up, shoulders her pickaxe with one hand, and walks back up the catwalk.
Well, that's not terribly comforting.
Oh, dang.
Um,
That's gotta hurt.
Looking around, you see most of these people working. So you see Torin. After a bit of searching, you see Smee. In fact, everyone here working on it. There's the redheaded woman.
Who's the redheaded woman?
She is a person on the island.
Okay.
A couple of people who seem to be wearing some noble-ish clothing, but tattered and worn. You find, curiously, what appears to be... You've met some zombie pirates. Not zombies, but similar attire to other pirates. They're not wearing like anything that seems to be undead associated, but definitely seem to be pirates who are
Red Ravens?
yeah, Red Ravens, who continue to mine on this thing. You see a young girl about 6 years old, pickaxe nearly as big as she is, picking at the side.
It's whatever her name was.
It's Lael.
Lael.
Yeah.
What would you have
Rowan.
done what would you have done if the whole party had failed?
I would have had Rowan probably pull you out of the fire. Rowan pulls Torin aside and just kind of holds him in place. Alright, now, he doesn't seem, they don't seem to fight much against. Torin just kind of pushes against Rowan and tries to walk away. And being stronger than Rowan is kind of just dragging Rowan along. Rowan doesn't have very good footing. I have only one of those. So, if you'd like to try your dispel magic, I'd like to try slapping.
Hey, Corbin, could you
Dispel
for
magic.
a minute?
Okay, so on a group that's not Torin, right?
Huh?
You're on a group that's not Torin?
I'm assuming he wants to slap Torin?
Yes.
Do I
Okay.
have the correct amount of
Yes.
spells?
Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, the target can make an ability check using your spellcasting
You only
modifier.
know
The DC
cantrips?
equals 10 plus the
You
spell's
can
level.
I know
On a
4
successful
at my
check, the
level
spell
and-
ends.
So,
So, how do you
Who's
prepare-
rolling?
are these-
Reverence is
these?
rolling.
against the spell
Spell's
save
level.
DC,
Against the spell's level.
spell's
10
level.
plus the spell's level.
So the DC is 10 plus the level.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Modifier plus your cleric level. Plus 4.
Well, I mean, that's a 19? So if it's a 9th level spell,
Okay.
it should work.
Yeah. Is it only one person or is it like a area of effect?
It's a
It's
ooh. Choose one
Wait,
creature,
I supposed to have
object, or a
14
magical
spells.
effect.
I'm supposed to have 14 spells.
So one
I'm
person.
gonna say creature because you're
I
trying to
have like
end.
18. but
'cause it's
I
not
have
like a
3 but
barrier.
Yeah.
That's
Right, so,
including the ones that
what
you already
creature
know
are you
because of your
choosing?
domain.
But these don't count against your spells known.
No, they don't.
So I'm supposed to know
So-
14 other spells.
I know 14.
Who all
so
fits friendly
probably
to
yes.
us? Is Helen around?
Helen is around.
Him.
Okay.
Definitely him.
Oh yeah, Dad.
Yeah.
Helen,
Probably.
you wake up. You have 2 levels of exhaustion from walking all night and then working the entire night, forced labor. You have a pickaxe in your hand, and you realize you've been working all night on
Hands
whatever
are
this
probably
is.
bloody or something.
Bloody and calloused.
What is going on?
Everything hurts.
Are you okay?
I am exhausted. Does it look like I'm okay?
Disadvantage on ability
Obviously
checks, speed halved.
Yes, I'm aware of what 2 levels of exhaustion has. I've been to 3 before.
Oh gosh.
That's true.
I'd like to try. And Rowan just full on. See how good
With
it
his
is.
negative to strength.
Yeah, it's not great, but as strong as he can. Winds back. He goes, no. He'd want this. He'd want this.
Who?
What are you doing?
Somebody hold him, please. He's trying to move. It's hard on my leg.
Who's he
Okay,
slapping?
Torin.
You're not Nuria.
No, I'm not.
Both my characters have -1 to
Oh,
strength.
Dad.
Alright, so
I
you're
need
holding,
to
right?
give.
So that's a 9.
I think
My
he
strength is
Glory's
plus
supposed to have like 14 spells.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fill those in.
Yeah.
On the spells now.
I'm gonna say Glory is helping hold Torin because you're the only
Okay.
person with strength at the moment.
Sure.
Which I'm gonna consider as a
So
help.
should I roll?
No, you're just holding him. Alright, with a 19, he cocks his fist back, bald fist, punches for a grand 0 damage, I believe, because negative strength modifier plus 1
plus
damage. But punches Torin right in the nose. Torin, and Torin, ow, your mind clears. You're currently being held by a tiefling woman that you met very briefly before, and Rowan's kind of shaking his fist as you feel throbbing pain in your nose. Now we're even for the door.
Haha, I get the idea. I'm gonna run over to Smee
Well.
and slap her.
I suppose I deserve that.
Because
You find yourself in Tyrion Town, blah blah
she's
blah
the
blah
only
blah.
one he mentioned I saw.
Yeah.
Smackfest!
I'm gonna find my mother.
Alright, so
I'm literally just going around and smacking people as
So,
I'm passing them by.
I can get things. I can get spells at
This
5th
is the
level.
best day ever.
We have 5th
Permission
level
to
spells.
slap.
Smee.
Consider yourself slapped.
It's like all of my pent
Alright,
up
2 points of
frustration is
exhaustion.
being let out.
Smee, you feel kind of a red stinging on the side of your face. More important than that, though, you feel very tired and not where you went to bed.
Rand just turns to you and goes,
Why do I have Naria?
I just handed it.
anytime you want to
Motion.
stop being an idiot, go slap people.
What? What happened?
She just walks away, goes slap people.
You see,
She just runs away laughing.
you see a whole lot of people in a zombie-like trance. You see,
Oh, it does have
look around. You see a 6-year-old
Do you want the barbarian?
half-elven girl
Sure.
Or did you
struggling to
like,
carry a
trade it, or
pickaxe
would you
her
rather keep
size
it?
and
Would I rather have the warlock or the barbarian?
slowly
That's what-
attempting
yeah, that's what I thought.
to attack
I
a
know how warlock.
a stone pillar, chipping aside
Like
a
sorcerer?
stone
I played
of
one for
the
one
of
shot.
the
I've never done sorcerer.
crypt and also of the under bit of the.
I have at least
I go
played
over and
sorcerer.
take hold
You
of
can have
her.
spells.
Okay.
Probably not.
She's not fighting you, but she is trying to break free to continue slavishly at her work.
Little girl, what are you doing?
I must complete. I have to complete the work. What it used to be.
I knock her over the side of the head with my hand.
Okay.
Snap out of it.
Ow! Where am I?
Oh.
Where's mommy?
Outside. Somewhere?
Maybe.
We are outside!
Yes, we are.
We were inside a mountain!
Now we're outside.
How are we in the town?
Just
A lot of questions. So just
we were sleepwalking.
very
Babe.
loud.
She begins crying. I don't want to sleepwalk.
It only happened this once. It's not gonna happen again. I promise.
I don't want to sleepwalk.
All right.
Anybody have that scroll of calm emotions?
I'm slapping.
Does
people.
healing do anything for exhaustion? Or is it just
Isn't it
hit
greater
points?
restoration?
Create a restoration,
Yeah.
but I can only do that once.
I'm gonna say
so-
detect magic.
Because like hope
I'm
or
spelling
hope can
things
only
over.
do healing. I haven't devotions like fighter, but still.
Okay.
Yep, slap fist.
Yep.
So many people are being slapped. Eventually, everyone in the area that has been found has been slapped and awoken. Yeah. And people are generally wondering, how did we get here? What's happening? And, there's the red-headed elvish woman at the top of that scaffolding. Picking.
Still going.
Because she's up at the very, very top.
Okay, I'll go up there.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I need to roll for anything?
Once you get there, this is kind of rickety scaffolding.
Justice.
So you are concerned that if she is suddenly startled, might fall again.
And die.
Smina is going to walk up.
And she is a
Like,
commoner, so
Spider
that would
climb
be
up?
instant
Yeah.
death.
Okay, so you spider climb up.
Oh,
You see, walking perpendicularly up this wall is fine.
Cool. I'm gonna grab her and then slap her just to make sure. Not her, the redheaded woman, just to make sure.
I'm
she's
gonna-
calm.
Wait a minute. There's something I can do. I think.
Do any of us remember anything?
You have a vague remember of dreaming and this desire to complete
Fix.
a task, fix something.
Gotcha.
And also 2 levels of exhaustion. So
I
you're
cast Featherfall
Yeah.
on the red-headed elvish woman.
all right. You do that.
Feel
Disadvantage.
free to push the woman off.
Oh yes, that's what we want to do. Scare all the townspeople.
All right. So you slap the woman. Okay. All right.
This is a fun session.
And as her arm finishes hitting something.
You okay?
Yeah. Hi. Where?
And
where
you're gonna.
pickaxe is embedded in the wall, slams like, and then a large chunk of stone caves off the side, taking out the scaffolding. You and the wall you're sitting on drop. She has feather falling on her, so she is fine.
Okay.
Anything gonna happen before you guys hit the
How
ground?
far up
Would
am
that
I?
be dex?
You guys are about like 90 feet up.
Oh,
90 feet.
This is the Colosseum.
Okay.
Let's see what I can do.
Can clerics learn Featherfall? Very quickly. Let's figure this out.
Nobody can learn Golden to Stone.
That's true.
No, they cannot learn
I didn't choose that.
What are the odds that I can catch her?
Very bad considering.
You should have Death Ward.
I do have Death Ward.
I'm saying Gloria should also have
Oh no, wait.
Death Ward.
Is she still stuck to the wall or is me falling too?
The wall section is falling that she's next to you.
Devotion's gonna run up and try to catch you.
Actually,
Because if she gets squashed, oh well.
I'm debating whether I should use Death Ward on myself or just use the feather token.
Wait, does hold person make them float?
No.
Dang.
Nope.
They just become paralyzed?
Yeah, they just can't move at all.
Greater Restoration. So that's always a good one.
So if you'd like to kill it more
Kelton.
effectively, you could do it.
Kelvin,
Huh?
feather token or death ward?
What?
Feather token or death ward?
What do you mean?
I can do death ward on myself, or I can do feather token and take all of us away to safety, because it's a giant bird.
Feather token sounds
Qual's
better.
feather token.
Control
Well,
water
you
is
can
going
only
on.
use- You
She
can
has
only use
feather
it
fall,
once.
and the other lady's probably fine.
No, the lady has feather fall.
Yeah,
Smee is falling.
that's true. And there's rocks above us coming down, correct? Like
Yes.
that?
This is what?
Okay, I'm gonna
100?
use the
This is
feather.
18d6?
18d6.
Okay,
But
Qual's
can't you
feather
only use it
token.
once?
Alright. So you use it.
Devotion's running to catch you.
That's not gonna help. There's literally stone from
It's
wall
basically gonna be
going like
18d6
this.
What's
both
Qual's
y'all.
feather token? Is that a spell?
It's-
It's a.
It can carry up to 500
It
pounds
just
while
says-
flying at 60 miles an hour to a maximum of 144 miles per day, with a 1 hour rest every 3 hours of flying, or 1,000 pounds at half that speed.
Is Ray's
is
dad
this?
necromancy or is it healing?
This is a rock.
It's necromancy.
She
Okay.
summoned a rock
Oh.
once. You have a rock right
With
now.
a spell?
No, with a feather token. Qual's feather token. It's an item.
Where'd you find this?
Eliana got it at one point and she gave it to me before
Yes.
Bamfing.
It was Flame Strike. It sounds cool.
Eliana's very
But
relevant.
she
in this
didn't give
episode.
us
Yes.
anything else.
Oh, well, like, sure, screw her. That's never gonna come useful again. So yeah, I say use it.
Yeah.
So,
At the time we had a Pegasus, so we never really had a reason to use it.
Right,
Oh, there it is.
so
Sorry.
I'm gonna have you use
It's not
a
my death ward. But she now has Revivify.
Well, she has death ward. She's and the one whether she can prepare it or not. Because clerics know everything.
basically.
They're kind of awesome.
Kind of.
And then there's Divine Soul Sorcerers with Blaze Arcana. They know everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's bards.
Multi-class into Bard, get enough levels to get magical secrets. You now know literally everything.
Yeah.
Take that, wizards. Also warlocks.
Okay.
I
four
kind of
more.
studied. I was just born rich.
Yeah.
Give me a day, I know a spell.
Give me a day, I know like 3 spells, depending on the level.
Okay, so make make a straight roll. This is to catch Smee with the rock. The rock being the bird,
Okay.
not
I was
falling stones.
Gets me rage.
How about what about Reyes? Reyes?
I have the
What's Rey
rock's
doing?
character sheet.
I'm doing Qual's feather token.
Okay.
You do have the rocks character
I
sheet.
do.
So that was a 4.
Oh
Get
no!
ready to rage before you hit the ground, lady.
I would like to rage.
Yes!
I'm angry at things not going according to
that's
plan, so I am
Wait,
raging.
rage before you
So
hit the ground.
You start raging.
Wait,
Not Reistrid.
Right, just raging.
wait.
If nothing else,
My calculator
I can knock
is
her out of the way.
How long does the rage last?
A rage lasts 1 round,
6 seconds?
unless
What am I
you
seeing
take
as I'm
damage
falling?
or
How long is the
attack.
fall?
the fall is 90 feet,
And how many?
32 feet per
Okay.
second.
32
Not
feet per
30
second.
seconds.
3 seconds. Cool.
That's
So
fine.
I
I'm gonna have to cast Featherfall.
Okay.
I cast Featherfall.
On yourself, cool. Is it concentration at all?
Wait, is it? Is Featherfall concentration?
I don't have it, so I don't
Gosh.
know. I have my calculator ready.
Thank you. This is very crucial because I want to know who am I rolling dice for.
Yes, I know. Featherfall.
Is it first level?
If you see her
One
cast
reaction.
it, would you know to
Is it
cast it on
concentration?
yourself?
It's
or
not.
It's not.
Cast what?
It's not concentration.
Duration 1 minute.
Featherfall or...
All right.
I don't have
So-
that.
No dice.
I'm doing
No
feather
dice.
token.
No dice. I'm sorry,
So
Ben.
it's like I'm
All
like
right.
a giant bird.
Which
You
looks so cool.
you hit the ground.
Mhm.
It's jarring. I do need you to make a dex save because there's also
Rocks.
a rock falling.
Okay.
Different rocks
dex saves?
with a K at the end of it. What?
Do I have advantage on dex saves?
While
While
rage.
raging? No.
Danger
Strength.
sense, you have
Strength.
advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects you can see.
It's a falling rock. You have advantage.
I
See
do.
the rock.
Yeah.
All right. That one is
You know who
a
else would have
13.
advantage?
That
You know who
one
else would
is an 18.
be able to use
18, Ben.
All right. I'm gonna say you save.
Shieldmaster would also be good against this.
Okay.
Shieldmaster is apparently good in many situations that we
Shieldmaster's
find
the
our
best.
party in.
What are you rolling
A
for?
rock hitting you.
I
Roll
mean, you
an
save,
18.
but you take half damage.
Oh.
Okay. Sound them out.
Then I take another half
That
because
was
raging.
2. I'm sorry, I
Yes.
bumped that one.
So
Uh,
four.
No,
6.
6 is fine.
6. 6.
There's your dad.
5. 5. 4. 3. 3. 3. 3. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
You forgot like 2 of those.
1. 1. It's fine. 4. I thought those 4s were 6s.
Oh boy.
So we'll leave it at 6s.
Okay.
Divided by 2.
Doug, 4 technically.
is 62.
Alright, divided by 2 again.
31 divided by 2 again.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
15
Take
points of damage.
15 points of damage.
Yeah, I know, it's great. Remember, like, hey, can I third damage? I'm like, no.
Can I
Yes.
quarter it to you guys?
Yes, given conditions.
58, so that's 40.
No conditions.
Yes, Bob.
I'm still at above half health.
No condition.
All this nonsense has been happening the last couple. I'm still above half health.
I know. Well, and then we healed and we all rested. And...
No, you guys.
Well, no.
They didn't
We
rest.
did rest.
What's Magic Circle do?
Various things. You can keep things from entering or exiting the circle.
You know what? Magic Circle.
It
Why
takes
not?
a while to cast though.
So,
Like a while.
you guys, you hit the ground. Ow. Mostly, it's like that. You didn't get your breath knocked out of you, but dang, did that feel close? And then you see rocks coming towards you, and you just back somersault. Ow, my spine.
Oh gosh.
And you are flying currently majestically on the rock. Oh, hey, there's some people over there. Smack. Let's hit the wing. I think that person might be dead. Nope. Being revivified. Thanks, Glory.
Gonna
Stop killing people. Sorry.
run over there. Are you okay? Are you okay?
One second. I'm sorry, I'm writing these down. You know what? Just Contagion and Commune, because I'm not thinking about this any longer. It's not my character.
Well, if you're at it, never mind.
All right,
How's
that's
the person who
Glory
had
is done.
The redhead. Did
Um,
she get hit by the rocks? Because that's like 63 damage.
No,
Okay,
she was above the rock, like, and she was one causing her to fall. You were literally on the rock as it was falling with you, so.
Gotcha.
It was like you gotta roll to the center of the hole where it falls over you. Whereas she lands on top of it, it's like, what?
Are you okay?
I.
She looks
That's a
down
bad thing.
at her broken
Freya.
arm and suddenly feels the shooting pain. Ah! Ah! Again? Again!
Oh, was that Susan?
No.
No.
This is Cassie.
Cassie.
Who's Cassie?
She showed up very few times.
Oh.
Wait,
Cassie is a 3D printed model.
didn't Susan have a broken arm?
Yes, but unrelated.
let me take you
And
home.
every
She
time I
can
print
heal
it
you.
out, that mini, her right arm is broken off. So the joke is with the character of Cassie, she's constantly getting her arm broken.
That's awful.
You okay?
I've already said yes.
Okay. Should I take you to Hope? She can heal you?
I'm a warlock. That's not how that works.
She has healing and Banff.
Actually, you're a celestial warlock. It's exactly how it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
And
you
someone
do
heals
is
you.
heal.
And when somebody heals you, you take max.
All right then.
Yeah. The whole family is based around never dying.
Yeah.
I mean, dying constantly, but not letting you down.
Not permanent.
I take it back. Basically, the entire family has left the Feywild and entered the deep ethereal plane before seeing the afterlife and then returning to the Feywild because they were revived. So they never physically in body left the Feywild.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah.
I think it might be a safe assumption to say that the King of Ghosts is behind this.
Most certainly.
You do hear a deep
Oh, you.
turning around. You see other parts of stone off of the Colosseum fall down. You bring everyone back to like a safe distance, and you see a closer look of the stone. Who wants
Corbin's
to?
just hanging out
Who wants to be
there.
the one who checks on the rock?
Sure.
All right.
What check is this? Perception?
This would be investigation.
Oh.
Investigation 30-20.
33.
12.
I rolled a 33.
You take a look at it, and when you kind of reach out your hand and touch it, and instantly you feel
It's also a nat 20. So.
okay. You feel a shock. You see what the stone is. It seems to be not actually truly stone, perhaps. More like an enamel or resin of some kind built on some type of structure. And what structure is inside it is bones. Many, many, many bones. And you feel like you know why the ghosts have been bound here.
Oh,
And
we're
what-
living
why-
in the city of the dead.
This Colosseum in particular had such power. Hallen kind of, you communicate this a bit, Hallen understands a bit more of why Groomsh had a power presence here with so much chaos and destruction around it. Why this seems to be so important. Rowan understands, this is why there was a room of necromancy on this island.
Wait, there is?
Yeah, that's where he got cloned.
Like the things that we were looking for.
That's like a greater rune of necromancy,
Mhm.
but like a rune. It's like where you shrank.
Yeah.
That's not the rune of...
It's a lesser
of
one.
it. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
a rune. Sarah, upon touching this, you start seeing visions. And you remember, like, last time Nomus did this, it was like, okay, kind of a movie, you're along for the ride. In this part, you're aggressively pulled in spirit from your body and shoved into the body of some other person. As you see this Lich King, decked out like a god, riding in a strange country you've never seen before. Everyone bowing in his presence as he walks by. And you feel that slight bit of perhaps rebellion or perhaps just desperate giving up and no longer caring. And you don't bow. And you disintegrate as he looks at you with a point. Your soul is ripped into another form. Later on, it's still the same king, this time without his royal helmet, in blackened armor with golden details. He pulls off the helmet, and you see that he has a very beautiful but cruel face. Long silver hair, and definite elven form. As he walks out onto a balcony and hears roaring chants, Marwaleth, 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 as he shouts in a language you don't understand. Apparently it's not his speech, and you hear the crowd going absolutely wild, loving every word he's saying as he points to the sea and points towards where you know folklore will be found. And then you feel yourself ripped from that body into another body down below, and you see there are whites walking back and forth amongst the civilians who are frantically cheering and crying in approval to this king. And for those who aren't cheering loud enough, life being sucked out of them and then turn into zombies themselves. So you start cheering even louder as you see several leaders amongst his army are Death Knights. You actually recognize one of these Death Knights. It's the one that Yesu turned. But you remember that happening in Amataga. Apparently his army did land. Or some of it. What?
Sarah would know that?
Sarah, because Nomus gave her a...
Oh, okay, that's right.
I've had a lot of visions in my
Yeah,
day.
you have.
Yeah, for some reason you go on the vision quests.
Yeah.
They teach you to touch things.
Teach you to have good
strange
investigation.
things.
And
Like the doctor, stop licking things.
you start getting like a compound view, like a fly on a wall with many, many eyes, as you start seeing a touch of the life of every person entombed in this wall of the Colosseum.
Oh gosh.
And finally, you see one glowing, baleful eye. So after he left, You have dared to touch on this place. This place is great with power. Yggdrasil thought he wanted to find it, and it was so close the whole time. So, do you want to make a deal?
So am I back in my
Oh
body
yes,
now?
this
Back
is Sarah now.
Okay.
Are we seeing this happen, or?
She touched this thing and went,
Fast enough for us to react? Not really.
Roll for it. Shut up. I will not take your power within me. I think I'd rather not right now.
That's fine. There's other agents of chaos. Even if they think they follow law. And you get blasted back into your own mind. You see her touch this, kind of go, and like sticking a finger in an electrical socket, leaps back 30 feet. Sarah takes a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Oh, just one?
Just one.
Oh, I forgot to mark down that Smee has more exhaustion.
And as you're lying back on the floor, you notice it just starts gently beginning to snow.
Oh.
Why are you touching things with bone?
Are you okay?
That was because you rolled into the 30s.
Yeah, that was just that was from me showing off.
Serves you right for having a good
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
that was my first roll plus 30, so
Oh my god.
I kind
Are
of
you
deserve that.
controlling the God Squad again, or?
Well, I'm gonna leave it with you guys at the moment. I don't want
Alright.
to deal with that crap.
It's fair.
Glory's gonna go over then and
Are you okay?
like, does Greater Restoration
Like,
get
prop
rid
you
of
up? Oh.
And now
Kind
you
of
know what it's like
exhaustion.
to be a soul contained.
Well, I think I saw.
You have a problem of speaking to yourself in a way that I don't
Ray,
have.
What? Are you okay?
I saw a lot of things.
Rowan just kind of walks over.
Marmalade.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it on the way back to the volcano, back to the hole, back to the hole. Let's all go back to the hole. Everyone out of town, out of the town. Let's go. There's a giant bird.
Yes.
Let's get on the bird and fly to the town. Everyone out. We'll talk about it on the way.
Does
I will
everybody
carry
fit
you
on
if
the
you need
bird?
to. No. Let's just go.
Alright.
Who can fit on your back?
Everybody. No. I can't
No, you
move,
can't.
but I could.
You down the potion and fire giant strength just to pick up more people.
Let's go.
Okay, everyone on the toboggan.
Just
The
sit on
toboggan's
this
not
tree.
good, though.
I will pull you.
Put on the toboggan.
Glory.
casts Greater Restoration. You lose your point of exhaustion.
Hope takes
Everybody else
Lael
has 2 points.
and puts her on the back of her dog,
Cool.
and the dog keeps bling, bling, bling,
I'll just put
teleporting
some people on the
fast as
bird.
possible to the mountain. The bird can carry
1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds. Let's say 5 people.
Smina
6.
with her.
I can carry 2,000
3 points of
pounds,
exhaustion.
but I'm only moving at 20 speed.
Why is mine at 3?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
She had exhaustion from earlier.
Rhea, if
I mean,
you
she
fix
just
my
had to-
exhaustion, I can
Oh, well.
take a bunch of people.
She's
Oh,
3,
yeah.
she's unconscious. No. Yeah. Well,
You're
close to it.
What'd you do?
Okay,
No,
come
I'm
on.
not unconscious.
Okay, one of you come here.
Hi, come. Hey,
Hi.
I can lift 2,000 pounds. What's up?
Greater restoration.
Thanks. How many
Uh,
people can I lift?
You find
I'm still
a
cursed.
wagon
I'm still having.
So am I, dude.
full of
Wait
pots
in
and pans.
line.
You throw the pots and
Or-
pans
yeah.
onto the ground, and now you load about like 1 person on your shoulders, and
And
then
also carry
like
1,000 pounds.
5 people on the
The bird can carry half of what I can carry.
on the
Let's put it that way.
I'm gonna
things.
grab a door off the ground and tell people to
and
get
you
on.
guys basically together with the cart, and I'm going to consider like you dashing.
Yeah.
You can move at 40 speed
Okay.
with 7 people,
Okay. Is that enough?
pulling the wagon like a rickshaw.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like rope, like I'm a horse.
If you
and
have
just
a-
pulling this thing.
You have a cleric, correct?
Yeah.
5th level spell is greater restoration. You can do it to yourself.
That's true.
Just me.
Okay.
I only
Glory.
have 1 spell slot for it, so you can do it to 2 people.
Yes.
Bleh. Glory uses her second 5th level spell slot.
Made a mess, dude.
Let's keep. This isn't even mine. This is yours. Why am I picking up your mess?
Guilty by approximation.
As you all collectively rush your way out of Tyrantown, you see Orktown, which is where a lot of the
It's named Orktown?
it's like Chinatown.
Okay.
It's where a lot of orcs live. Has been basically entirely destroyed, and there are a few half orcs who kind of glare at Torin as he shrinks his tower. Puts his power. He's like, this wasn't like, yeah, right. I mean, look, it was just like mind control. Yep. Meanwhile, the orc who was currently recently slapped out. It has like a pickaxe raised at one of the mansion's windows. Like, I mean, mind control. Yeah, mind control. It's not a. Yeah, and then like armor. Yeah, it's just we're cool. It's mind control. We're let's get out of here. Hop inside the wagon.
You realize this basically makes you Asgore as a person, right?
I don't know what that means.
From
That's
Undertale,
He's
King of
notoriously
Undertale.
really bad at naming things, so he named the first town that they made in the underground Home, and then they moved to a different town and he named it New Home because he's not very good with names.
Okay. And as you rush your way out, does anybody look back?
I look back, I guess.
I'm polling.
I'm not looking back.
As you look back, you see hovering above the top of the
Go faster! Go faster!
I can only go. I'm
of
carrying so many
the
people.
Colosseum, the King of Ghosts. I'm gonna say all y'all have one more point of exhaustion, and you're back at home base. We're gonna wrap it up there.
Okay.
This episode of Ladies Night Out.
I almost have 4 exhaustion. And I still have like 2 restricts left, so I could kill myself.
4?
Because I had 1 before.
You had 1 before? Oh, and then you took 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you still have one of those greater restorations?
Yeah.
No, they've all been used up.
Okay, cool.
wow. Yeah, if you take 1 more point of exhaustion, your speed would be reduced to 0. And 1 more, you're dead.
Just pass out.
Yeah.
Just restricted and then end it and then restricted.
No, I'm at 3.
Oh, I'm
at
also
3.
going to
I am
consider,
at 3.
all y'all were also frightened as you're running out.
Alright.
Not that it matters by this point. Actually, real quick, everyone roll percentile, and for every character.
Turn and
Not for like every NPC, but like for God Squad.
let's turn
For
and
God Squad only?
let's go back and
For
fight
y'all
them,
and
guys.
God Squad.
Okay, for us and God Squad. Okay.
It is what the man declared.
16.
Okay, hang on. Real quick, I'm just going to go in order.
13.
What do you have?
Naria gets 45.
Naria
Is it
has
character specific?
45. Yes, kind of. You said 45?
Yep.
okay. Cool.
Is that it? Okay.
And-
Devotion has 51.
51. Okay.
Smina 16, Glory 13.
16. Okay. Glory 13. Okay.
Sarah has 5, Hallen has 95, and Tessa has 47.
47. Okay.
Rhea has 95, Hope has 17.
Did any of us get dinosaurs?
Okay. You rush across something else you did not expect to see as you're starting into the woods. As several centaurs charge forward, and wereboars burrow out of the ground to tackle them. And they all appear to be running away from ghosts that are reaching out of the ground and chasing all of you. And they're demolished. There's no going back for them. You just keep running. Narya, you see something. You have no idea what this thing is. It is...
You have no idea what this thing is. It's
Like my mom who stops in the middle of this. I need you to... And then she ends her sentence. And that's...
You have no clue, but you know that it's a...
Like, can you...
Yes, I can.
I can many things.
She ends her sentences all the time. Like, finish the thought. Hold on.
It's large, so actually not that much larger than you, really. But remember those axe beak things? Master?
Yeah, you can forget the
Kind of like that, but not. It has these wicked sharp claws, an aggressive jaw. This is an Allosaurus, and it kind of roars. And you just see this, and it looks at you like, oh look, meat wagon. and it starts
Oh
towards you
God!
guys.
Freaking.
Food truck.
Can I?
You are dashing at 40 feet of
40
movement.
feet.
It's running at 60 feet of movement.
Hypnotic pattern.
All right. That's
Wisdom.
I was gonna try to intimidate it.
Okay,
I was
it
gonna
is.
scream at it
What
like
is
you
it?
do a
Sun,
bear.
basically.
Yeah. Speed
Okay.
drops to 0.
All right, and it's running forward. Suddenly, bright lights goes and starts biting at the lights. It swipes around and swings at Torin and Half Orc, who are running at full speed. Torin, there is a large monster right in front of you. It can't seem to move really, but if you move past that thing with your exhaustion, 2 points of exhaustion, it might bite your head off. Yeah, it's a biter.
Doesn't he have he has his shields though? Yeah.
Can I do
He
anything?
left one of his shields behind. Actually, no, he's left both of his shields behind because he was using those as scoops. He only took one with him because it was strapped to his back. The other one's at home base. I said 3 different things there. I'm sorry.
You said 3 different things there.
One was he was using as a scoop
Okay.
back there because that was strapped to his back. The other one's at home base.
Great.
So currently he doesn't have that. He has his crossbow, which he's had basically holstered.
Yeah.
He has his tower. I mentioned he picked that up, and he has his Kopesh.
Yeah. Can I chuck the tower at it?
You can.
I was thinking exactly that.
Would you like some D10s?
Yes, I would.
All right.
Get spooted, boy!
You need 10 D10.
I need 10 d10.
Yeah. Oh, that's not it.
Those
What
are
am I talking
D8s.
about? D10s. Where's yours? Where's your other dice, Jacob?
One of those was not a D10.
8, 9. They were both d10s.
They were not both D10s.
They were both? Would you care to check? That's a d10.
That's not a D10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And as we said before, it's gonna be action surge to
Yeah.
chuck it. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I'll get the calculator.
Right. Okay, we're good. Never mind. You're at 2 points of exhaustion, not 3.
Okay,
Give me
we've
numbers.
got 6, 9, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, 5, 5, 4.
76.
Wow.
Okay. You throw the tower and the dinosaur
The blue and white one.
limbs fly everywhere. As you're like, yeah,
Thank
you hear more as you see a couple other wildmen style villagers and actually a couple of the pirates guys who've been running with you as well. Starts tumbling over, and tusks begin growing out as they turn into wereboars as well. You guys rolled a lot of wereboars. I'd just like to note that.
Whoa, you had a lot of
And
people
they begin
rolling
charging
here.
at you guys. Without knowing the code word, no one can enter the tower.
Oh.
But you just have to run or be trampled. So the tower is currently left behind.
No.
On top of a dead dinosaur.
I mean, can't Torin hop into the tower?
Torin exhaustedly reaches towards the tower, which he has to throw away from him to
That's fair.
catch the dinosaur. And his
Otherwise you're gonna
current
hurt yourself.
best friend, because there's no racial tension between us, or homoerotic tension between us, Half-Orc just grabs it like, no, it's too late, bro! You gotta leave it! You gotta leave it!
It's Sam Wilson.
Yes, the Totem of the Eagle Barbarian. Totem of the Falcon Barbarian.
Yes.
Drags the weeping Torin away from his beautiful shields and tower. You guys
Oh well.
make it back. On top of the mountain, pacing back and forth, there's Gar looking like he's about to go out of his mind and punch a tree. And given by some of the broken trees nearby, he has. Given his bandaged arm and skilled seem to be chiding about something, seems like he may have broken his wrist punching trees. Skilled looks over and is like, oh, thank goodness. What happened?
It's the people.
How did you pull a wagon up a mountainside? What was behind you?
Everything.
Brutes!
Everything
And you pass
on
out.
this island.
Let's go inside, dears. And that's where we're gonna wrap it up.
Alright.
I'm Ben.
Torin killed the dinosaur.
Torin gets 450
Gamer
XP.
pool. We can lift 7 people.
Bye bye.
And that's Jake.
Bye-bye.
What?